I'm Lando Calrissian. Glad to make your acquaintance.
Welcome back to the Lando Calrissian Experience. I got a fucked up voice, so y'all going to have to deal with it.
We got you.
I may not talk as much.
We got you, bruh.
I one listener that hates me. They'll probably appreciate it.
Yes.
Not yes, damn.
Yes.
We got a couple of questions though. Off the bat, we got some tweets. This one's from my man Ram Cam 89. He says, "Yo, y'all gonna ever drop some T-shirts with that dope Lando Cal logo? I definitely would fuck with that." And then he continues his next tweet. He says, "Yo, I ain't gonna front. I kind of want to cop a picture of you and a black Simon Cowell with the Lando Cal logo on the back."
Damn.
Hey,
What kind of pose should I?
You gotta be behind. You gotta be behind the desk,
Like
with
on
a
American
tiny-ass
Idol?
T-shirt on,
Yeah.
with your nipples poking out. So we're gonna make sure the thermostat is down.
My nipples hard as fuck.
Hard as fuck.
Hell no.
And you gonna have a
Hell
little
no.
gold Lando Cal over the top.
Dude, man, like y'all ain't shit makers. Y'all got people talking about this Black Simon Cowell shit. Y'all ain't shit.
Nigga, you the one who
You did
named the
it yourself.
shit.
No, I did. Teddy did that shit. He's
Oh,
like,
yeah, he sure did.
No, I called him
the Black Simon,
Cowell.
right? But not
That's
everybody
right.
else is
But
doing
he
that.
agreed with it. He was like, you know what? I think I am.
But I mean, I'm just saying. But now everybody keep on hitting me up on like Twitter and stuff. Like, yeah, man, I know you gonna hate this. I'm like, come on, man. Like,
That need to be your Twitter
That need
handle.
to be your Twitter handle, the Black Simon Cowell. Hey, we get hella do a photo. Have Jules take that photo shoot, dog. It's gotta be a V-neck too.
yeah. Hey.
oh man, y'all ain't shit, man.
Hey, Black. Hey, Simon.
Man, no, here we go. See,
BSC.
see. All right, first up, is it anybody get to see Kingsman yet?
I thought he
said-
Sold out. Nah, I
he's
didn't get
seen-
to see it, man. I'm sorry, man.
Anybody else get to see it? Yet? Anybody? Did you anybody see that Jeff Jam 25?
I did.
Oh, hell yeah.
I did, yeah.
Hey, that shit was good, man. That
Yeah,
remind
that
you a
was really
lot
good.
of shit, though. I ain't know that many motherfucking comics had died, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. That was kind of awkward.
Like it was
Oh,
yeah, when they
at
did
the
the
end in the
little-
memorandum.
yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
damn, it's like the Oscars one
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Like it's going on and on.
Yeah, that's true.
Life,
You
man.
don't realize it, though,
A lot of
man.
shit
Yeah.
happened in 25 years, man.
But that was
And then you forget about some of the comics. You saw him, you're like, oh, I remember, dude.
Yep.
No wonder I ain't seen him on nothing else. Like, you know.
Hamburger.
That was real good, though, man. It was dope to see everybody together right there, man.
Yeah.
Man. That was a good look.
But I'll tell you what, everyone know what the highlight of the fucking show was.
With the Dave Chappelle.
Dave
shit.
Chappelle and
Yeah.
fucking D.L. He gonna go on our script.
Yeah.
Yo.
One thing I didn't,
Man.
my only gripe with it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, come on.
Well, welcome, Simon. What don't you like?
He's back.
I didn't like that they really didn't give props to Robin Harris, though.
You know what? That's
Yeah.
true, too.
You know
He was
what?
supposed to be the original host of not Comic View of a Def Comedy Jam when he died, and that's when Martin had it. I wish Martin would have said, somebody would have been like, yo, we wouldn't have been here if it weren't for Robin Harris. He was supposed to be the original host.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Respect.
you right. You respect.
They ain't even do it on memorandum. They ain't do none of that. But I guess motherfuckers been giving Robin Harris props for years, maybe.
Yeah,
but
I mean, well-
but I think they should have still mentioned it or something.
But the thing is, he's
Especially
not.
because he was
Yeah.
I
hosted
mean,
at
he
first.
Yeah.
originally hosted, but the thing is, he's still not a part of.
But he was supposed to be the original host.
Right,
like
but
the idea
still-
was brought to him. Like
Right.
he literally died right before they was gonna start taping.
Right, but it's still, but that still doesn't make him a part of the legacy, though. You see,
Yeah.
what I'm saying? People
Yeah.
weren't tuning in to watch Robin Harris. They attribute Robin
Had
Harris
he
to a whole
started
bunch.
though the first one,
yeah.
that
You know
would've
what?
been G.
You know what? I don't know, man. Martin
So
was
the
a
question
good,
is,
but you know
he was
what?
a great ass host. So
Robin
here's
Harris
the
would have been
question.
good, but the hip hop aspect would not have been there as much. Robin Harris was,
He would have went old school.
yeah, it'd have been old school.
would've
He'd been
been
wearing a
old
suit up there every
Yeah, 'cause
time.
Martin was like 27 and 26, 27.
No, Martin was 23, 24.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
he
shit,
was in
really?
the middle of hip. Like,
Yeah.
these motherfuckers,
Damn.
like, when he's shouting out people, like, those people he'd be at the club with, like,
I was
type
in college. So,
Damn.
Yeah.
So,
Martin
shit.
was, yeah.
Shit, I thought he was a little bit older than that.
No. He was super young. You got to
So the question is, does Martin's career pop as hard if he doesn't become the
No.
host?
No.
I
So
don't
he
know,
almost,
man, because
so he almost has to thank his career to Robin
Harris
Harris.
Dine, yes.
Wow.
do you
No,
think
because people
the
got-
show itself, the Martin series, was popping.
Yeah,
man.
but you got to think about
But
everything
was it
jumped
popping
off.
before that though?
No. He
at the
started
same
because
time.
of that. He left Def Comedy Jam
That's
to
what I'm
do
saying. Right, that's what I'm
Martin.
saying. That's his whole career though. That's what I'm saying. Well, not his whole career.
No, but you got to think about it. Before that, he had did that movie Talking Dirty After Dark. Y'all, I don't know if y'all remember that movie. That was like Martin's first movie, and that and Do the Right
House
Thing
Party.
and
I
House
thought
Party.
Do the Right Thing was his first movie.
And Talking
wasn't
Dirty
in
After Dark,
Boomerang?
it's up in there too though.
He wasn't
No,
in
Boomerang is
Boomerang?
way up. Boomerang, he was already on Def Jam.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
But like that's a good point though, man. Martin
Yeah,
Lawrence,
Boomerang
because
was
Martin
91.
got to actually show how he was hosting. He got to show his personality every week.
Yeah, he was clowning out. That was
Every
dope,
week.
though. That was the best. And you
Dude,
look
man.
forward to that, too,
And then he
every
was
week.
so hip hop with it. Look at his outfits he had on, like the sweats with the black colleges on there,
Cross-color,
and all that
everything,
cross colors.
yeah.
And
Right.
Robin Harris, I don't think would have been doing that.
He wouldn't have.
Nah, I think,
Robin Harris
I
is
think-
like our parents' age.
Yeah, it was definitely.
So that's the other thing that I wondered. Well, it's still kind
It wouldn't have been the same.
Would
It
the
wouldn't have
draw,
been the same, though.
No. Would the draw have been the same though?
no.
Like,
It would have been cool. I think it would have been cool, but I don't think it would have been the phenomenon it was if it wasn't for like Martin and being so much into hip hop. You got to think he was a house party. Like House
Yeah.
Party itself though was hip hop.
Yeah.
You know, he shot out. I don't even remember. Y'all remember? Who was it? Was it Joe Torre or somebody? And Onyx was there. And he was like, "Damn, that's Onyx. Y'all niggas like y'all finna rob the motherfucker. Why y'all dressed like that?"
Yeah.
well, I guess it's just weird. I just wondered because it's like, does the host have a? I mean, that's back in the day when everything was kind of mashed together, so it wasn't like. I guess it's still not like that now. You know what I mean? Like, you know how you have like the old school and then the new school now versus like then it was like.
Like one of our best friends, I think you could tell his comic hosting style is directly directly patented after. I'm not saying he got his own style, but you could tell
It's influenced.
Javon is very heavily influenced with his not, I wouldn't say his stand up. I'm talking about his hosting. It's heavily influenced by Martin. You could tell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He'd be like, "Oh dang." Because I remember when I first saw Javon, man. Shout out to Javon, man.
Shout out to
I went
the
to
homie.
see him at Diamano's or something in Chicago. I happened to be in Chicago. He was performing. It was more comics than it was people in the crowd. It was a pizzeria they turned into a comedy club at night. So Javon was just kind of starting, and I think he had ran out of shit to talk about. So he started talking about me. He was like,
Nigga,
we got
that's
some
the
celebrities in
punchline.
the house, man. I got my boy Mos Def sitting in the front, and that's where the whole I'm not Mos Def came from.
man.
Was that he was like, yeah, man, we got celebrities and stuff. And then he had this one joke. I told him he should bring it back. He talks about his boy has so many roaches. One of them was sitting in his car smoking a cigarette when he came by. He's like, Terry ain't even here, man. Like, he's like that fool sitting on. He said he was sitting on his car smoking a cigarette.
Yo.
He said he won't never bring that one back. He said he thought it was corny, but I thought Def Jam was good. Was there any other missions y'all thought? Chris Tucker being there was interesting.
Well, it's weird because it's.
My wife asked why Eddie wasn't there. I said Eddie was before it,
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
and Eddie was on some other shit at that time.
He was coming off of Boomerang when that even started.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but on top of that,
Yeah, he was.
Eddie hardly ever come out in general. Period. So
Period. Yeah, I mean,
if you
yeah.
ain't honoring him or like
yeah.
Red Fox or Richard Pryor or somebody like.
Right. He ain't really
I
going
guess
What
to
the
it's-
difference was to bring artists that didn't have that platform.
Platform. Eddie was
already
good.
Did two major.
No, because Eddie
Before
had
Def Jam.
SNL.
Yeah,
You know what
before
I'm saying?
Def- in
No,
the
he had
80s.
SNL.
Yeah.
So, so he was
Well,
good.
I guess it's just weird because it's like they were paying homage to it, but there wasn't really a lot of comedy though when you think about it.
What do you mean in that show?
Yeah.
No, it was more of like a thing like we
yeah,
just
like I
wanna-
said, it was just paying homage. Like, so that's why I thought it was like.
Yeah, it wasn't definitely no comedy. In
No, it's more like an honor ceremony more than anything.
Yeah.
Right.
I thought it should
I
have
think,
had
but that's
more.
why Dave Chappelle stuff was the highlight of the program.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they went off script.
Because nobody had a chance to really, you know.
Everybody else was following the rules.
Well, except for what's his face, Joe Torre and
Mike Epps.
Oh, Mike Epps.
Cause they were there-
I saw
Yo,
John and
but they both Joan and Cass, so it was perfect for them two to be together because they both
I
are
don't
great
think-
Joan.
Yeah, but somebody told me that they were like, Joe Torre looked like he didn't really want to have it though. Like you could tell.
With Mike Epps?
Yeah.
It looked like a few of
Because
them
it
didn't
kicked
want
it
to
off
have
and
that
they
no
started,
more.
because Joe Torre was like, nah, man, we ain't got to do each other. We can get niggas in the crowd.
Right? Like don't hit me, hit them. But they both Joners though. Like
That's what I was. Yeah,
Like,
that's what I was expecting. I was
Joe
like,
Torre and Mike Epps, they top 10 Joners. I would say
he
the
said
best
that-
Joner of all time is
that-
D.L. Hughley by far. Like on crowd, he's the best of all time. His
I don't know
comedy
about
show
best.
is even. He's even
I know-
better.
I know in
He's
the
better
beginning-
even.
I know in the beginning when he first started off, he used to.
But that's what I'm talking about. He's changed his comedy a bit more
Crowd.
political. But I'm
I
talking
know
about
Robin
pound
Harris is
for
pretty fucking high up there, dog.
I'm gonna
no,
say-
but DL pound for pound would get cats. Like pound for pound, DL Hughley is the best Joner. Maybe it's out from some random dude you know in your neighborhood or something.
They said what's his name was like that.
Who?
What's not Bruce? What's the other nigga from
LaBelle Crawford.
there? Yeah, they said Lavelle Crawford's like ridiculous. He said,
I know, he'll eat your ass alive,
They
dog.
said like outside of you and be able to talk about him being fat. They was like when you run out of fat stuff, he just
He got you.
it's all day.
He said he got
He said
you.
he can do a whole sitcom worth of material on your ass.
You gotta remember, man, St. Louis got some
Oh, we got
top
some of the
level
best. We got some of the best.
Jonas
Top 3 Jonas cities, St. Louis. Actually, I would say
us.
St. Louis and Chicago, definitely.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
L.A.,
I
New
would
York,
say
L.A., New York. Like those, are, maybe Detroit. I
Not
might throw
Atlanta?
No, because nobody's from Atlanta. You gotta think, and then the cats that's from Atlanta, they not known for their joning like that. They not from Atlanta.
Young DC ain't from Atlanta?
He from like Savannah, Georgia, or something.
I mean, okay.
But I'm saying, then you're gonna say the whole state of Georgia then.
What's the,
But then if you're gonna say the whole state of Missouri, you're gonna throw Eddie Griffin in there.
well, that's what I'm saying. Not you. Oh yeah, you can't. Who's he from KC?
Yes, sir.
So I'm saying if you want to put the whole states in there, then you know.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I mean St. Louis got some good joners, man.
Because we a hard crowd to please, and we know
Yeah,
what the fuck,
exactly.
we were a fucking hard crowd to please. So, it is what it is. We are hard. I mean, really, if you can, as a comedian, if you can go ahead and
Look,
wreck
the
shit
show
in
me-
St.
we
Louis,
the show me
you
for
good
real.
at it.
Yeah.
You really good anywhere.
Like I don't know if y'all know the story about behind Bernie Mac with that. I ain't scared of you, motherfuckers. He came up with that at the
Yeah.
last minute. He said he was booing people and booing cats and throwing shit. So he made it
Where?
off the cuff. I ain't scared of y'all because these motherfuckers was really trying to like scare people booing and stuff. Because there was
Where was
on
this
Def
at?
Comedy Jam.
Yeah, he was the
when he
fir-
came out,
very
the
first
first thing he came out was like,
person.
I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. Like he was dead
They
serious.
showed that, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
that's his
I don't
very-
remember-
no,
that's
no,
his
I'm telling you
very
behind
first
this, behind the
appearance
story of
ever
that.
on Def
no, I
Comedy
remember that, but I don't remember them booing anybody before.
You didn't see no, you didn't see it. They
Probably
record
edit
a
that,
whole bunch of
edit that,
people.
edit that.
A lot of people you don't see they got booed and stuff on Def Jam. They may have 6 comments go up one night.
Oh, I
And do a
gotcha.
they may have an hour 15. They don't have you there for a half an hour. Like if you know you go back and look, there's been the same people in the crowd for maybe 2 episodes.
Right.
So it'd be they was booing and throwing stuff at other people, and Bernie Mac said he was just like they was booing and like pointing at him, getting ready to come out. And he was like, he came out like, I ain't scared of y'all motherfuckers. He was like, he was for real. Like I ain't scared. That's what he said. I ain't scared of none of y'all motherfuckers. Like y'all ain't gonna scare me. I'm coming for y'all. But I felt some type of way about Steve Harvey coming up there showing so much love to Bernie. I always do though, even since all that.
Why?
Because he hated on Bernie. Remember him and Bernie weren't cool when he died.
Cool.
Him and Bernie Mac was not friends when he died.
Really?
He hated on him. He tried to get the role in Ocean's 11 and hated on Bernie. That's a true story.
Wow.
Hated on Bernie Mac saying no, because he wanted the role. They was not cool, dog, when he died. They were not cool. Yeah, even at his funeral, it's like he was crying emotion. And my wife always be like, well, people sometimes get more remorseful after somebody died. And like, no, like, Dan, I was petty. We was fighting over that shit and I fucked up. But I don't know. I feel still some type of way about it. Like, Bernie wasn't fucking with you when he died.
You deserve to cry.
Yeah. But did everybody get the chance to check out Star Trek Discovery yet?
I
I
checked
heard
out.
it was good. I haven't seen
Hey,
it.
that motherfucker good.
You watched it?
I watched this. I watched an episode and a half so far.
Ooh.
Like
I swear so,
no,
first half of the
they
first
jump
episode.
right in. They jump right
It's dope.
in.
Oh, it's
It's
not
good.
playing.
It's good.
No, I'm talking
It's
about
good.
in it. You in it. Right on the Klingons. And they ain't talking English at all. You got to watch them subtitles, Jay. So make sure you get a good bootleg. Because I didn't have a good bootleg the first time. I was like, man, what? I
What
missed
channel
like
is
5
it?
minutes of the show because they was
CBS.
CBS.
Okay.
But
I was just trying to think
no,
of
but they doing all access. It's like CBS got their all access thing. We don't talk about it in a minute. We'll actually talk about it now. They trying to make you pay $6 a month for they like Netflix thing for CBS.
That's dope, though.
But it's only one show I'm gonna be watching.
No, they got a few, though.
What else
You gotta be
CBS got?
a diehard, though, I guess. And I'm not. No, I'm
That's what I'm
just-
saying.
gotta be-
Unless you're
you
60
gotta be-
years old,
you gotta be a
you ain't
diehard
gonna.
network TV fan.
And a 60-year-old ain't getting CBS all access. They don't even know it
$3
exists.
if they give me the month of. But you know what though? Yeah, because that's a whole.
And it
season.
still got commercials with the
I already
$6.
paid.
And the
hell
commercial
no.
for commercial free is 10.
Oh, it's 6.
6
come
with
on.
commercials,
They ain't
10
got that many
commercial
shows.
free.
Now Fox
I'll
said that?
stick with my Netflix. Thank you very
No.
much.
And the gangster part is you get the little free month trial, right? So they trying to strip people up. They taking a hiatus in November. They coming back in 2 months in January with the second part.
That's why you get it. That's
That's
why
why
you
you wait all the way.
You wait till the second
No,
part
you
starts.
just go to putlocker.com.
You go to get on
I
the
didn't say
fire
that. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
This nigga.
But anyway,
They do have different forms though.
Yeah.
Like Voodoo and all that. You can buy for the pay for the F Prime.
Yeah,
You
but
can
I don't know.
pretty
No,
much pay for
CBS
the
Access.
episode.
No, CBS.
Oh.
But the crazy part is, international Netflix has it on their Netflix right now. Like, if you not in the U.S.
What you talking about?
Like, Netflix International has Star Trek Discovery on there.
Well, time to give me a VPN.
And that's what, I think that's what somebody did to get it. But the first one I had, they had no subtitles for the first.
So
I
how
was
you
like,
do
yo.
the international then?
You have to get like a VPN to go ahead and have them read like overseas, like.
The only part is, messed up part is there's some stuff here, though, they don't get on their side. though. You might mess up your shit.
Two different things.
You be like, Ozark, that ain't on mine.
All right.
They got Les de la Millon on there. Like, you be like, why is it all French shit on my thing? When it's doing like Pepe Le Pew and shit on the main page.
Man.
You got all that in Star Trek Discovery.
It's all based off your
Star
IP
Trek
address,
Discovery.
man. It's all based off your IP address.
Go get that fire stick, bro.
Mind you,
Yeah, but no. So the first 5 minutes on what do they do? I know they ain't. I know Klingon supposed to be a language you can learn in schools, but I think I'm on some Teddy shit where where he was on Game of Thrones that had no
Yeah,
subtitles.
you just like,
And I was like,
bring it out to be a context.
I was like, no, not on this because they're like having heavy dialogue. Like 5 minutes. The first 5 minutes. Heavy dialogue. Literally, the first 5 minutes is just, you saw, right?
Yeah,
the
first
first five
half,
minutes is
first half, yeah.
Klingons talking before the credits even start about how they finna take over shit.
right.
And I was like, what are they doing? Are they mad? Are they happy? Because you know they should be. And you be like,
Nigga, this is like Space Dothraki, nigga.
yes. So I had to go back and get the better version, man. But it's good, man. That's Star Trek Discovery, man. And they took a lot of the technology you could tell from the movies. Like the way it looks, looks like the movie, even though it's set in between. If for all my Trekkies, y'all know it. Star Trek Enterprise, the first season they had, that one with Scott Bakula, is the when they first get in contact with the Vulcans, like the very beginning of Starfleet, and it's in between that and Captain Kirk.
Okay.
So it's set 50 years before Captain Kirk is a captain.
Okay.
So it's like basically when they like in the thing they say, nobody's had contact with the Klingons for 100 years. This before the Klingons actually became like a full collective that we see in the future where they all kind of under one guard. They were all like 24 different tribes. And one dude is trying to bring them all together.
So unified them, basically.
Yep, unifying them. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. But it's good, man, dude. I tell you, dude, man, CBS is fucking up with not putting this on regular TV because they could get all kind of ad money, man. It was on regular TV. I think the first 2 episodes are on regular TV, but I mean, it's not re-showing. You got to go to CBS Access if you want to get it.
I'm talking about. When you say regular TV, it's not actually showing.
No, at all. Like the first 2 episodes are going to be on regular CBS, and then the rest you have to get CBS Access. That's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah.
Like, I think they're making a tragic mistake.
That's
man.
horrible.
Tragic mistake.
You better off using Hulu, man.
I thought
Shit.
you were saying like if
For
you
real?
miss it on TV,
you can't get it after these first 2
you can't-
episodes.
Oh, that's
Will it
whack.
be on Hulu?
I mean, so I'm just saying, you better off using something like Hulu because
I don't even know if they're gonna let you know. CBS is gonna lock that down.
No, I know. I'm just saying they will be better off using something like Hulu.
Like pushing it through.
Yeah,
Hulu.
because Hulu is made for network television, so it's Netflix for network television. So why
I'll
the fuck
pay
would you not?
$6 if they call it the collective. It'd be CBS, NBC, Fox, and CW.
Nick, you might as well get Hulu. Get
No,
shit.
Hulu's trash though.
No,
I canceled my Hulu after a while.
How long was this though?
Because now the truth is that there's a lot of shows. We was like, yo, we need to watch these shows. So in the midst of us deading cable, we went the Hulu route, the Netflix. We already had the Netflix, but we went the Hulu route to catch all episodes. And the way they gas you up is like it's coming on the day after. No way.
You get a couple of days.
You gotta wait 3-4 episodes. Then they send it, and then they put that out depending on what show it is. So
they put in a bundle of 4 episodes in a row.
Yeah, it was something like in a bundle of 4 or 5 or something before you even. And then the stuff that was old, I was like, oh come on, I might as well chucked it. So after a while, we chucked it. It was a waste of money, I think. To me, I felt like it's not worth it. So I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's easy to get them free trials, though.
Oh yeah. You can
It's
definitely get
mad
a free
easy.
trial, but then it's kind of like a high blow because right now, when you look at Netflix got it on point because
They can put them on airplanes too. They can put them on
Flash
airplanes.
came on.
They put Netflix on Prime? I mean, airplanes?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they put it on
They could get
airplanes?
rid.
That's dope,
They starting to. Yeah.
Look,
So, wait, You got to sign in Netflix.
You're signing your regular password.
That's what I'm saying. When you're on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of dope.
Nigga, Netflix won.
Yeah, but look, no, the thing with Netflix, this is how we did it. We didn't watch Flash, the whole second half
of season
the
3.
season. But do you know Flash ended? Netflix put it right out.
As soon as it was over.
Flash, Supergirl,
Arrow.
everything. So that's how we watched it over the summer.
I still ain't even caught up with fucking DC Heroes and shit.
Yeah, and a lot of that's on Netflix. A lot
Legends
of
Legends of Tomorrow?
Legends
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gone. I've been gone.
I be trying, man. That's the only one we ain't finished. And I'm like this.
Somebody got to catch up to that motherfucker.
I'm out here, man. I'm
It looks like I'm gonna have to be the one to try to watch some shit.
yeah, I'm not fucking with no Legends of Tomorrow.
I'm gonna have
How
to.
far are you in?
It's not
I
that
do.
bad.
No. I'm
It's
just saying. No, I'm gonna have to. No, I'm gonna have to
corny
go
as
ahead and
shit.
just
It is
watch
corny.
it. Like I'm just gonna have to just sit through.
You gotta take one for the team.
Yeah. that's
I
all
mean, I
have to
made
do.
it through like 3/4 of the first season.
I can go ahead and binge through that shit. I'm pretty good at that.
I need
Has
to.
anybody checked out Inhumans yet? This got like 4%. You said or something
Which
like
one?
that.
4% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Some people said in our
Yeah,
group
that was good,
that
though.
is. And please, if you go to Marvel vs. DC on Facebook, you can be in our group.
This is how you know this is legitimate, though. Because JB, the Oracle, is actually the ones who said power through.
Agents of Shield. Yeah.
So if you saying,
Have you watched it yet, James?
I have not.
I have not. I haven't watched
have
it.
not.
I thought you were saying like power
I have
through.
not.
I was like,
I have
okay,
not.
all right.
I haven't because I'm skeptical now. 'Cause I'm like, is it really that fucking bad? So I'm like,
That's why I need to know about Kingsman. I need to know, was it that bad or good or what? No.
Oh,
It dropped a
we can
lot.
find
It dropped
that out.
off a lot.
Oh yeah, I can find that out. No problem.
It's
I can find that out.
the thing about Inhumans is y'all know who the showrunner is for that.
Sticky papers.
Iron Fist.
Same dude that did Iron Fist.
Yes, I know, right? I know, right?
All right.
Yo, they said that Defenders was the least watch.
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
Wow.
That's because Iron
You know,
Fist.
Iron Fist left a bad. Iron Fist.
Hey, you know where they fucked
Punisher
up
finna
though?
come back though. and bring
Yeah,
them
yeah, they
You
are.
said what?
Yeah, they
back.
are.
Punisher finna bring them back though.
Punch.
Punisher.
Punisher is gonna bring it
You
back.
know what the fuck up? They probably should have dropped Iron Fist first.
Nah, they should have chucked that out the window and started fresh. Because
No,
even Netflix.
No.
They
You should
rushed
give
making
them
the
more time
Defenders
to
though.
breathe.
No.
man.
If you would have put Iron Fist first, it could have been that.
Nah, we would have had a bad taste in our mouth.
Not really though,
Nah,
because
yeah.
you're only like that because of comparatively.
You don't
Oh,
see the
I see what he's
transition?
saying. He's saying because you didn't get to see all the dope stuff in
Like think
Daredevil
about it. If you
and
ain't
Jessica
seen
Jones.
Daredevil and
The standard was high.
yeah, like
Yeah.
you wouldn't be like, damn, this is trash. You were like, all right, it's cool. It could have been better. You could have put Luke Cage now. I was like, oh yeah,
'Cause you
this
saw
is
the
dope.
potential already.
I'm gonna
Right,
tell
right.
you why though they needed to start off the way they did. Because you know the route they're going with. Iron Fist just brings another viewer age or whatever in. Because it's a little soft versus what we went through with Daredevil and and Luke Cage. You know what I'm saying? And Jessica Jones especially. It's the soft out all of them. So it's not.
Well,
The tone came hard for
I,
it to be a Netflix series, man, under Daredevil.
right. Well, that's what I'm saying. But I'm looking at it like, if you would have started with Iron Fist, you would have. See.
Nah. There's nothing you can say about that. That's over.
No, I'm just saying if they would if Iron Fist is a must and you have to do it, maybe they did it the right way. They were like, all right, we're gonna wet their whistle with Daredevil, and then we'll drop Iron Fist later. But I'm looking at it like you would have started Iron Fist, you would have had the people who recognize, like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? And then little by little, you start dropping people that people actually fucking recognize.
We would
like
have accepted that.
Luke
Look how
Cage
many
or
people
whatever.
don't watch S.H.I.E.L.D. because of the way it started off and made us go, ugh, I ain't finished. I never even went in.
Yeah,
'Cause
but
the
that's
way it
different
started.
though. Like I don't know, honestly, for where Shield is now, I don't know if you could have started it off any other way. Like you almost had to get that shit out of the way first, so you can get because I mean, though it was slow and kind of cheesy in the beginning, and that laid the foundation for it to get hard. You like, oh shit.
And look at Supergirl. They almost got chucked until CW snatched that up though.
It's the same.
It shouldn't have been
thing.
on CBS in the first place, though.
They shouldn't have never went to CBS. But a lot of shows
Right, I
go
mean-
out on all those networks that not.
And then also, just to piggyback what Ted talking about, you also got to remember how the way it actually tied in with the actual movies and shit like that. They actually made the shit tie in, so that way it's like
S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Yeah. It's like S.H.I.E.L.D. Like it's moment like I forgot off the top of my head, but basically, it's a moment in Agent Shield that ties in like literally directly in
It
the Winter
does.
Soldier.
It's right after.
Like,
That
right-
was off Winter Soldier.
Like right before.
It was the Winter Soldier.
Yep, Winter Soldier. It ties directly into Winter Soldier.
Wait, is the Winter Soldier after Avengers?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So yeah.
It ties right in after that.
Because
Not out of Winter Soldier.
'Cause this-
No, it ties in before Winter Soldier.
no, right, like no,
It
yeah.
ties
the
in right
episode-
after Avengers.
So when S.H.I.E.L.D. was done, the episode that aired was right after. Was it Winter
Yeah.
Soldier? Yeah.
Yeah.
It was right after. So it was like.
No, but then they had time right before Winter Soldier.
They had time. The beginning of S.H.I.E.L.D. kicks off with them bringing Coulson back to life. They're trying to understand how Coulson came back. That's the whole beginning of S.H.I.E.L.D. So So again, I mean that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
No, then they tie, like I said, their tie-ins actually work. So it was like, okay, cool. But yeah, it's I guess like I said, with Iron Fist, like someone like Defenders, like Iron Fist, like we keep saying, left a bad taste in people's mouths. It's just like I told you, like say after the first episode, I almost shook the whole series out. Like it was just one scene. I was like, nope. I'm like so when he flipped over that truck, I was like,
It took me mad long to finish it too, though. So
no.
I ain't even mad at you, man. Like, it's hard. I
Simon
think,
Cowell rubbing off on y'all, man.
No, I mean it's just
No,
the
Simon
truth,
said
man.
nothing.
I mean,
But you didn't even finish Iron Fist, did you?
because I'm expecting to see like some Scott Atkins level fighting, my nigga. That's what I'm expecting.
But the only reason why you expected that was because of Daredevil.
And that's the sad part I would say about it. It's like, there's no way possible. It's not shit on Daredevil because Daredevil do got hands, but nigga, you supposed to be the martial arts nigga of Marvel. How the fuck is your shit, how your choreography, your fight choreography suck? Daredevil is smashing you. Like, there's no way. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man.
All right, let's go and get our news. I want to get first to give a RIP to Bernie Casey. Rest in peace, man. If anybody remembers him, yeah, Slade from I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. He played the president of Lambda and Revenge of the Nerds. He was Trucker. No, he was Trucker Johnson too. He also was in Franken Nigga. I was like Franken Negro or something like that. It was basically Black Frankenstein.
I'm pretty sure it's a nigga.
Might have been Franken Nigga
I
though.
almost guarantee
It might have been Franken Nigga. Let me go to Bernie Casey's.
Was he
It's something like that.
Was he in Cornbread Earl and Me? Or no?
No.
He was in a bunch of stuff, though.
He was a football player. Dude was just a great actor. One of those great black actors we had at the beginning of the game.
Like 78, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
78
So he was in Brian's Song. He played in Brian's Song too.
Okay.
He was in Cornbread Earl and Me. He was Officer Atkins.
I thought so. Okay.
Yeah. The movie is not Franken Nigga at all. We was all messed up. It's Dr. Black, Mr. Hyde.
That's a damn shame. That's a
It's the 70s, man.
That's a goddamn shame. You ain't called this shit a whole damn
Look, Blackula kicked off. They was like everything finna be black, whatever it is.
Blackula.
No, what I'm saying, they started doing like they did like a Black Frankenstein. Everything. They
I know,
like,
nigga had a Blackula. They had a Black Frankenstein.
They had a Black Mummy.
They had a black mummy.
You had a Black Mummy.
What was it? Blummy? What was it
I don't
called?
even know what that. I mean, I know they did.
Blummy?
That's right. He was in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure too.
He was.
He was one of was he one of the dudes, the futuristic like leaders,
I think so.
like the council?
Oh yeah.
He was the black dude in the council.
Probably motherfucking Casey.
He was in all the Revenge of the Nerds.
Sure was.
Yeah, man, he was a good one of those black actors that paid away for a lot of cats, man. Rest in peace to Bernie Casey.
Rest in peace.
All right, next up. They really are maybe doing a Family Matters reunion. I want our credit. I want our credit for it.
That's why I tagged y'all. That's why I sit there.
No, I saw it that morning early, and I watched that whole 30-minute thing. I was like, "Where'd Judy at?" And I was like, "See,
the pertinent question."
yeah." I was like, "The heroin addict thing. It seemed like it might be able to work."
And then
Holla at me, y'all.
And Steve,
Y'all can go back and listen to the episode.
Steve done fucked around. He drunk the permanent, that boss sauce nigga. He forever Stefano Carroll now. Shit.
Hey, man, but hey, no disrespect or nothing.
I don't know if you can start out that way.
Yo, and I knew this beforehand, but Lauren fell off, man. I saw her on Wife Swap though before that, and I was like, that ain't my Laura Winslow.
You hella disrespectful.
Come on.
You hella disrespectful. Damn,
Black
dog.
icon.
Oh man, I ain't shit, man. I ain't shit.
you know.
But that's what I was thinking, man. I was like, that ain't my Laura Winslow.
Yeah, you definitely.
I had a crush
wanted
on Laura Winslow as a kid. Man.
Yeah, she was fucking 19, nigga. Like she's like mid-40s.
She ain't that much older than us.
No, she's not older than me.
No, she's like maybe 39, dog. That's what me.
Nah.
She's 39.
Look
Jaleel
up.
White is only like 2 or 3 years older than us.
Right, but she was like 2 years older than him.
No,
How old are you, Ty?
41.
Thank
she's
you.
41.
41.
Dude, that ain't that far older than us.
That's 4 years older. What do you mean?
That don't mean she can't have fell off.
What do you mean? Yes, it does.
You can't
You're-
fall off.
No, 19 to 41.
Oh no. I'm talking about when I saw her on Wife Swap. That was like 4 years ago.
Was
she
she?
was on
Was she?
White
Was she
Swap?
your Laura Winslow?
She was on Wife
then?
Swap with. She swapped with. It wasn't Angie Stone. CeCe Peniston.
Was she? Was she your? Was she your Laura Winslow then?
No, she was married with her. She was like a regular
That's
housewife.
what
No,
I'm
I'm
saying.
saying, was she
Was she
still
right then?
your Laura
She didn't look
Winslow?
good then, though.
Okay,
Whoa, whoa.
that's-
She had fell off. I'm saying it was already. This
Now
is
it's
not
4
new.
years ago.
but you're
so now
comparing her
she-
to 19-year-old Laura Winslow.
No, I
But
got
you
you,
at
man.
36.
But no,
you
she
don't
still
look
look good.
horrible at 36.
No. She looked good on when she was an adult on Girlfriends when she played the one dude's girlfriend.
That was like 10 years plus.
But
Right.
but she was in her
That's
30s then.
31. Like
Yeah, but that was a young.
that's
you
what
know.
I'm saying. Like it's a decade later.
So,
That's
but
what-
look, you're saying at 36 she fell off.
She was already fell off. Yeah.
I don't know. We are talking to Black Simon Cowell though.
No. But black don't crack, man. So it's something else going
But
on.
you gotta remember this man
Dude,
knows
did
not.
she not look young?
But
I
you
mean,
gotta remember,
she could be heavier.
he like 90s black everything though, so he knows. You gotta remember that. So he know. You might have to take Daryl's opinion on it. He is well versed in 90s black everything.
But I know everything 90s black.
If it's 90s and black, Daryl is well versed.
Around
in that shit.
2004 is
This
when it
nigga is
kinda
the
went on
oracle of 90s black shit. He really is.
I'm just saying, man. But everybody looked good though. But it was interesting. Did y'all see the Jamie Foxworth, Judy's response that she wasn't there?
No.
Yeah. So Waldo told her that, hey man, did they all call you about? You know, she said that because I guess they still cool or whatever.
Right.
He called her, hey, 2 days from now.
Hey,
Did they
I
call?
heard
No.
about. Did you get the email?
Right,
that,
yeah, like, I didn't see you in. I know it's Crave
hey.
Crave 99.
Hey, or you
Only a certain
you
people gonna
shitty.
get that.
You
Only a
shitty.
certain-
You
some
shitty as a
people gonna get
motherfucker. He probably hit up. He was like, "Hey, what time we supposed to be at the food? What time we supposed to be at the photo shoot on Friday? Photo shoot? Yeah, you know the one that we supposed to do for the reunion. What you talking about? You you ain't get the memo.
So
What do you?
is yours later?
The photo shoot for Family Matters.
But I will say, I didn't know that family members originally had that other girl playing her though. Did you watch the little vignette?
Mm-mm.
That was one 90s thing I did not know. It was another girl. Judy replaced another girl.
I think I remember that.
Yeah, it was only in the pilot. Like she only did one
She
girl
was
did the
only
pilot.
for like 2 episodes.
So I'm like, well, Judy, you replaced somebody else. You should have known this. Well, how this go down?
They just probably don't want to bring you can't be like bring a porn star back and be like,
And she was on Celebrity Rehab too.
for real?
Yeah, for smoking too much weed, which I don't know how that's possible. But,
Who?
Crave.
He gonna call.
You ain't shit, Daryl. Damn.
Crave.
He probably watched it.
Simon.
Oh, yeah, I
Simon.
watched it. Of course I did.
Simon.
Yes. I did watch it, though.
He
got
was
like
like,
three.
he was like, I had to grab my dick one time for the 90s.
No, I didn't do that. No, I didn't do that.
I had
It
to
was-
grab my dick for the 90s.
No, not for that.
That's it,
But,
grab his-
I think
I had to pay homage to.
I ain't gonna tell the scene she was in. I ain't gonna go that crass.
grab
but-
his dick for the night.
I
Hey,
grabbed
that
my
be
dick
good.
for the 90s, baby.
That's the part. That's the name of the episode.
But no, I mean,
Grab his dick for the
they talking about,
90s.
y'all think they could do? I mean, we talked about it before. Family Matters can do like Full House did on Netflix. I think that shit would pop.
It could.
Why not? Full House did that shit. They on their third season.
You know what? But you gotta get the dude who sung the theme song to go ahead and come back though. That's what I said, dog.
Hey, that was somebody's uncle. He was just like, "Yo, I'm up against the clock here, man."
That nigga sung.
He got these lyrics.
That
these
nigga
lyrics.
sung. Hey,
Yeah,
he sung.
When you in the blues band back in the day, yes, I was.
that's one of them hard rock ballads.
All, All right, next up, Jennifer Lawrence says she's taking a break from acting for 2 years.
No one gives a shit. Next. Now,
Stop.
Did y'all, I heard Mother got bad
Passenger
reviews.
movie was trash.
Yeah, but I heard Mother was bad too, supposedly.
I heard that's like a cult. It's like a cult.
It's gonna be on some cult shit.
Yeah.
Aronofsky is on some weird shit in general as a director.
He's always been on some
yeah.
shit.
I mean, Requiem of a Dream, fucking crazy. The ass cheek scene, the jail ass cheek scene, with the ass to ass scene.
What? I don't even remember. See,
You
I
don't remember
don't-
Requiem? You don't remember Requiem of a Dream?
I do. I think I fell
With
asleep.
Marlon in there.
I
and-
remember him and the motherfucking refrigerator scene.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I even paid.
Google it. Ass to ass cheeks. It pops right up on.
Why don't you
YouTube.
just tell me? 'Cause
I mean, it was a jail scene. Ass to ass, like they were trying to like stay not getting raped. Ass to ass.
was they fighting? Was it
No,
double
like
dragon?
we
what the
gonna
fuck?
be all right, like ass to ass. No, like if you was like you gonna cover me, like kind of like how people
Right.
do. Yeah.
But I don't understand.
It's-
Were they surrounded by like?
No, they was just like we was gonna cover each other ass type thing, ass to ass.
Is it just? Am I the only one that understands?
Look at Jenny.
ass like
I haven't seen it.
like butt cheek to butt cheek.
I know
man.
that, but I'm saying like in what reference?
Look at
are
Teddy.
you-
It's
are you
jail,
just-
okay?
Like, are they
It's
in the
jail.
same cell? Like them
Jail,
niggas-
nigga,
It's
come
jail.
on, nigga. You know what happens to jail.
I know, but that's what. Are they surrounded
It's
by
like, you know what
convicts?
happens in jail?
That's what I'm saying. Are they surrounded by convicts? Like. Is
Yes,
it,
everybody's a convict in
That's
jail.
what I just said. Is it double dragon? Are they like, all right, nigga, back
Nigga,
up
you
ass
know,
to ass.
nigga,
All right.
everybody trying to
All right,
bust a
you
nut.
want- But that's what.
What the fuck?
I mean, everybody's sleeping. It ain't 17 niggas in the cell, nigga. Did the cell open up?
Nigga, I watched another. Hey, look.
Like them niggas are sleeping.
Nigga,
two
you
niggas
see
in the
eyes.
cell.
Nigga, you see eyes.
I stopped watching Oz because of that.
Because he made it sound significant, like they just
Eyes
like they
depressed
like
me
this
so
niggas
bad.
just
I
butt
stopped
naked with
watching
dicks out.
Eyes
We
when
like, all right.
Anna Beastie
And somebody
went out.
called it out. Somebody was like ass to ass. You know how they do it like
Yo.
when a fight finna break out and the nigga goes back to back and then everybody like put their backs up. So did somebody call out ass to ass in the jail?
That'd be kind of gangster if it did happen like that.
Ass.
But do y'all think Jennifer Lawrence is oversaturated right now? You think our taking this break is gonna help her?
It's calmed down.
That she
And I
way
think
much.
that the movie Passengers threw her game off a little bit. So that's cool. You know what I'm
Because she
saying?
wanted Mystique. She couldn't transform herself.
And that was whack, though.
That's
she
whack
wanted
that
to
she
look
put.
regular when this character. You gotta look like
That was in her
Mystique.
contract that she couldn't. That she would have to be herself mostly.
Nah.
I mean, shit. I wonder how many hours it takes to put that shit on though. Like you gotta think about
That's a lot of hours.
You
That's
in
a lot of
makeup.
hours.
You
Pay for it, though.
You in makeup for 7 hours.
Or did they,
Yeah.
oh no, that's probably CGI. They probably got the suit on her and then they just put the thing on top of her.
Nah,
you
it's
still gotta
painted.
be
You can
blue
tell
and
that
all the
looked
rest
whack.
of that
It
shit.
looked
You gotta
whack.
put contacts.
He said it
in.
looked the whack.
It looked whack, man. You can tell though, it wasn't just
All right, next up, DC says they're stepping away from the expanded universe.
It is what it
Dun,
is, G.
dun,
Explain that for the people to understand that because I didn't read into it.
Basically,
so I
they
can't-
just like we
Fuck
fucked
it.
up.
Yeah.
Don't like time out. Don't let Daryl.
No, I'm
explain
giving
that
y'all
shit.
layman terms.
Hey,
The Black
Oracle,
Carmen,
can
Simon
you
South.
tell? Because Daryl's gonna sit that shit with a bias. He was like, "We ain't shit."
Yeah,
Apparently.
no, that's
we
what
don't
they-
know what the fuck we doing.
I mean, Jeff Johns is like, I ain't even want to do none of this shit that he's talking about doing. I got a different vision, and he's like, we fucked up before I got here. It's like the dude
You know
that come
what,
in
man?
though.
This is what I'm going to say.
It's like having the file cabinet and they all out of order, like out of alphabetical
The-
order,
the-
and
the
you like the new
oracle
kid, and you was
speaking.
like, hey man, I ain't do this.
Look, I'm going to say this. It's part DC fault and part Warner Brothers fault and part of the fans' fault.
But DC is Warner Brothers, so it's the same thing.
You know, I'm saying part Warner Brothers, DC's entertainment, and part of the fans' fault. I'm gonna say why. We already know Warner Brothers fucked up at. We know that. We know they should have done certain things with editing and things of that nature where they fucked up on, or not try to cut certain shit out or add certain shit in. You know, certain things like that, or just have story wise or rush through shit, all that bullshit. We know about that. I'm going to talk about the fans right now. The reason why I'm saying it's part of the fans part of this shit because motherfuckers don't know what to expect, don't know what they want to be happy with. They want everything to be kind of sort of the same. And I say this because of what I read and what I talked about with different people.
Speak on it, bro.
Like for example, Superman. Superman, for example, Superman, the kind of character he is, people say, oh, he's boring. Because if he's the Boy Scout, like how motherfuckers expect him to be, for example, then he's boring, he's lame, he's too goody two-shoes. But let him snap Zod's neck and just going off of instinct and fighting the shit out of everybody. And we're like, nah, man, that's too rough. He shouldn't be killing people. He shouldn't be doing all that. He shouldn't be all this rough. He should not give a fuck. I'm like, so what do y'all want? Do you want him to be edgy? or do you want him to be Goody Two Shoes? You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, and I think because of the extreme criticisms on to an extent, that's when Warner Brothers said, okay, we want to try to take the edginess kind of dark part out and want to try to make it lighter, more, I guess more kind of hip in how Marvel kind of started moving towards it. But they still want to keep their edge because they're DC. And what fucked them up is them trying to kind of keep up with the Joneses on what Marvel did. And they shouldn't have did that. They should take their time and did what they needed to do. But they did all that jumping and shit because of the fans' reception to the shit.
Well,
and so it's kind of like...
I mean, I think...
it's... I don't know, man. It's
the article said, they're not stepping away totally.
No, they're not.
There's other films that are going to be rolling in the universe that they created. But it's so, like... Honestly, that's probably the best thing for them.
It really is at this point, standalone.
Just so they can stop trying to fucking,
keep up.
Ride the wave and, try to keep up with Marvel. And, like Daryl said, Marvel's like, yeah, we're doing Thor 7. They were like, oh, yeah, we're doing Son of Kryptonite.
Son of Kryptonite.
What the fuck are you talking about? Like,
you just do you. You take your time. So take your time, do you. Like I said a long time ago, DC is self-contained as fuck. A lot of that shit is self-contained. So it's like, you are better off doing what the animations do, which is standalone shit.
They could do... they've already proven that they can do... I still think that they could do a universe. I think their planning is just... they're just trying to do too much too fast.
Keep up with the Joneses,
yeah. You know what I mean? Like, they're just doing too much to try to compete instead of just worry about making good stories. Because, nigga, you can come out with any sort of Superman. You can call the motherfucking, you can inject Superman's blood into a dog and call it Super Dog. Niggas are going to see that shit just because it's fucking Superman.
Right.
So, worrying about losing fan base and all the rest of that stuff is not... It shouldn't even be an issue.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, and not, fans not trying to, take, at least take a chance with the shit. Being hard, Daryl, trying to be,
come on,
so, now give certain things a chance. Try to see where it's gonna go, or not just kind of me just brushing it off and say, no, fuck this, it's not right. Nope. It was like, okay, give it a shot. See where it's gonna lead. Now, a certain shit like Suicide Squad, understandable. Under-fucking-standable. Shit like Batman vs. Superman, you know how I feel about it. I think they should put the extended version out first. That's me personally.
Correct.
Man vs. Man of Steel, that's my shit. Wonder Woman, I fuck with it. So, it's kind of like, I find different things that people don't, or people that, or like-minded can agree with me on certain things. I don't expect everyone to like the same thing, but I also do know everyone want to be a fucking hard-ass critic and even at the same time want to try to jump on the bandwagon of, just hating shit. You know what I'm saying? Just because it's the cool thing to do. It was like, y'all niggas ain't shit. Y'all just really just riding a dumbass wave just to be narcissistic for what? There ain't really no reason for that. But, don't get me wrong, it's valid arguments and valid criticisms there, don't get me wrong. But, just like anything else, man, everyone got his flaws. Even MCU got his flaws on certain shit. Like, for me, and I gotta agree to the extent with Jules, when he say the shit do be kind of kiddie, kind of over top. Not all of it, clearly not all of it. But some stuff you're like, I'm expecting to see a little bit more grit with this, but I'll take it.
The good thing with them is that they gave us that for the most part on Netflix.
Right.
The Incredible Hulk was definitely just a different tone than what they pushed after. Winter Soldier was just a best of both worlds.
Right. That was like the perfect mix. That was the
perfect mix right there. I think with the Guardians of the Galaxy is good, but Thor Ragnarok going that route too, to me, I think that's too much. You know what I mean? Kind of in a sense. But
it's Disney, man. So
it's Disney, so that's I don't not the hustle. You just gotta do what you gotta do. But as long as they're giving us an option, which is for me, Netflix gives me that that option to go darker. You know what I mean?
Right, and that's why I have been a fan of DC stuff, because I've been a fan of Superman. Superman been my favorite superhero since I was a little boy, like toddler. So I grew up with the Superman through all that good two shoes, Kitty Boy Scout shit. So I'm seeing shit like Man of Steel. I'm like, That's I'm like, I fuck with this.
Yeah.
So that's what kind of where I always was with the scenario. I don't expect, like I said, I don't expect everyone to like the same thing I like or have the same feelings.
Yeah,
I don't.
I was on Man of Steel. I thought that was perfect, but
Absolutely.
I get it. A lot of people don't want to let go of the Christopher Reeve, and then when you do it, I think it was a problem.
Nostalgia. It's nostalgia,
the
yeah.
nostalgia. But you got to have some type of balance where you can have both.
And Christopher Reeve is a motherfucking man, but Henry Cavill, I mean,
Man of Steel just totally different. Than
for real. I mean,
than
it's
him.
really probably the best depiction of Superman, and probably as of now, the strongest version, most powerful version of Superman we've seen. Hands down. To be honest with you, if you really trying to trip off of it,
I don't know. I was reading something earlier on Ben Affleck or something that he stated or something that it was Zach's initial idea to brighten up, from that tone of, what Batman Superman was. Only because it needed to be that Gotham, from what I was reading. So, you can see the difference in definitely what's about to happen with Justice League and, of course, even with Wonder Woman.
Right.
So
right,
had to have that.
Right, and it's like that. It's kind of like I said, we can see it with Superman. Like we saw the glimpse of Superman trying to be the Superman that everyone knows and loves. But of course, that's why I like the story, because humanity is a race full of assholes. So you can't be that way. Can't kind of be that way if everyone's just kind of unappreciative. So
Now, see, but you know what the thing is for me? I think it's more genuine when DC does it, because not even just DC, more or less, but even when they did Watchmen and they did what was with that? Really not in the universe, DCU universe. It was Watchmen and something else.
Curse of Black Friday.
Which one was it?
Was it like the story that was inside Watchmen?
No, he said another
that
movie.
was
He said
dope,
another
but
movie.
just the whole feel of that film.
Okay.
Long story short, though, it's cool to do that, but I guess you gotta. It's gotta be different. So I think when Man of Steel came for me after Watchmen, because I loved it, you can tell it's more genuine. That's the whole point I'm really trying to say, is it felt more genuine that they're trying to do that in that light. But then when you get whoever had the rights to Fantastic Four, and then they do that last rendition, and you're like, it just, come on, are you trying to ride a wave, or are you trying to, you know what I mean? Because that was at the heels of a lot of the dark. It's like, that's not real. I feel like you're doing it because you think that's what's going to be profitable at that moment, but you can't jump off the heels of the Dark Knight trilogy with Christopher Nolan and you bring us whatever that was. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't fit, I guess, that that same genre and tone type thing where it felt more authentic. You know what I mean? It just didn't. Now, how Marvel did it, low key, because I think Incredible Hulk just was dope. I think it
really was, man.
You know what I'm saying? I think it's so underrated, that film, because of the box office numbers. But I think that was a dope look for them. But for them to even bring it back and go the route that they do with Netflix, I think that's a dope balance. So, you just got to have a balance, man, where everybody get what they want.
Right.
You know what I mean?
DC getting smart, that's all.
Here we go.
No, I'm not gonna go
No, I agree with it.
Yeah, they're just getting smart about it.
saying
Not trying to make their own lane and trying to do
Which
their
they
own
should have
thing.
fucking done.
Yeah, instead of trying to follow Marvel.
Right, just don't keep up the Jones. Do you? Don't worry about everyone else.
All right, our man Jerrod Carmicheal signs a deal with Fox to do some more TV things.
I ain't mad, man. Like, shit, he need to, man, because NBC fucked him over. So, fucked my man over. And Carmichael Show was, to me, one of the best comedy shows on TV. Hands down. Especially have on network television. The shit was dope. So, since it got canceled on some bullshit, let's keep it 100. I'm glad he get more work out here. Low key, I kind of want to, because he was in that Moonlight video. Low key, I kind of want to see him in season 3 of Insecure. That'd be dope.
She got paid too much money.
Is that my man that was on Transformers or no?
Yeah, he's in Transformers.
Yeah.
Who was in Transformers?
Jerrod Carmicheal.
Yeah,
And what, in the King one?
yeah.
Last night
Yeah,
shit?
the one I didn't.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. So.
He got his
Come to
money.
the house. I got it.
He got his.
It's horrible, isn't it?
Huh?
It's horrible, isn't it?
The story is the same template. Way back when, and then, but
Long ago.
the visuals, man.
Right.
That's what draws me to that movie. Ain't nothing else about it. I'm not a fan of all the stuff they be doing years ago. And then there's a real twist that I really hate. You would hate it too, probably. But it's just the visuals, man. They G, and that's what that's why I had to buy that.
Yeah, I will give the Transformers movies credit on their visuals. Out fucking standing.
They set the bar, man. There's nothing like Pacific Rim came out. They visuals was killer. So
Yeah,
I'm hyped to see what happens in March with the second one.
Me too.
But Transformers last night and all that, man. I felt like I thought they was gonna go another route, but just same thing, same format, man. How I call it? Yeah, Michael Bay with the mess.
Hey, me the fuck nigga script, please.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, Kung Fu reboot to get a female lead. If you remember Kung Fu, David Carradine, rest in peace.
I'm with it if they use the same choreography. Wait, what platform?
Netflix.
Netflix would be different. If it's Netflix, then they can do
am I reading that
Daredevil-ish.
wrong? Oh no, yeah.
But if not, they need to have the same.
Is that Netflix? No.
They need to have the same choreography as Into the Badlands.
Yes.
My fault. 'Cause I just read something on this little ticker.
It's on Fox.
Yeah, then they need to call it Into the Badlands.
It's on Fox. Yeah.
Yeah.
Into the
I mean, it's the
Badlands.
third
Pretty
reboot
good,
for them.
man.
This is the third reboot for Kung Fu. I don't know if you remember Kung Fu: The Legend Continues.
Yeah, but that
where
was
he was with his son,
Carradine.
David Carradine, and his son. That was
But
a cop.
David Carradine was like 77.
Was
He
he
also-
really though? Because he was supposed to be that old, but we come to find out he still lived 20 more years before he killed himself. So you saying he was 97 then when he killed himself? Jacking off?
David Carradine in that was probably like 50.
So he died at 70.
All I know is Bruce Lee should have had that motherfucking wrong.
I mean, I was originally supposed to be Bruce. Bruce Lee came up with the concept, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yo, is this even real? Breaking news with Netflix makes a game-changing deal for Shaft reboot.
You're supposed to be coming out. Yeah,
Why the fuck?
Supposed to be your homeboys in Shaft's son.
Yeah,
It's gonna be Samuel Jackson's son.
No, I know.
And his
I
homeboy
mean-
from
If they doing
Survivor's
that 'cause
Remorse.
of Luke Cage, they gonna blow it.
It's a homeboy from Survivor's Remorse.
I'm just like, do we just niggas just need to start reading again or something, dog? No, for real. Like,
David Carradine was 70.
why are we rebooting
73.
every fuck? Just fuck
Yeah,
it.
just
Fuck
let it
it.
go,
Hey,
man.
y'all want to just create a script off of Blackula? Submit a script for Blackula?
Hey,
Hey, but low
that's
key.
what Vampire in Brooklyn was.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, we
that
might
was
just
good though.
Just
that
bring
movie.
it back.
It wasn't
I'm just
bad at
saying,
all.
like, why?
Yeah.
Why are we rebooting? Like shit.
But
Niggas
this
don't like-
is gonna
like-
get to that place right here. The world went crazy for Luke Cage, right?
right.
It did really good as far as their ratings, I guess. So
It shut down Netflix.
now,
Yeah,
so
it
now,
did.
if you're going in for that vibe and tone that Luke Cage had, just it brought that nostalgia to us.
But
So-
that's, you're not gonna have that though.
Make
know,
that
but
shit
that's
like
the
the
whole
Wire
point. It's
and
like,
be dope, my
They
nigga.
just probably I
Real shit.
never diss Netflix low key,
That
but
shit finna be
if
Rosewood.
this is,
nigga.
I hope they don't really push for it, man.
Man, make that shit
stupid.
look.
That
Make
shit
that
finna be
shit
Rosewood.
like the. If you make that shit like the Wire,
But
that
ain't
shit
nothing,
be lit.
nothing gonna be like The Wire, man. Oh, mention that. My bad.
The Deuce.
The Deuce.
Yes,
Fucking good.
That
I watched the
has-
first episode.
dude. Yeah, I got to start watching. Heard like most of the people in the Wire.
The
them
Deuce.
Yeah, it's
Talk
the
to
same dude from Simon Corwell that did The Wire. This one's set in 1972 New York.
About
Oh,
the
yeah,
porn,
I
about
heard
porn,
about
about
that,
porn
yeah.
industry, right?
Porn industry, yeah.
Ooh.
And that, you know how Manhattan used to be the porn capital downtown? Yeah, so they basically
Yeah,
all
you
up and
couldn't
down there.
walk through Times Square if you was 4.
Dirt Diggler
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so you would
NY.
know.
Dirt Diggler of NY, my nigga.
Ah.
Yeah, so James Franco's playing a set of twins.
That's what I heard.
Oh, that's funny.
It's kind of ill though, but it's kind of ill. I was sitting in the shop like, man, I guess they could have got some twins, but then you gotta hope that both of them can act and all kind of stuff like that. So just hire James Franco and let him give him some weed, he'll be good. Terminator 6 sequel.
I can't with
Guess
that
what?
one.
Judgment
What
man.
Day.
did we just-
It's supposed to go. No. It's
Yeah.
three
This-
through
the 90s,
five.
is this 2000?
3 through
What
5
is
didn't
this?
happen.
There's no creativity.
This is James Cameron though this time.
Yeah,
He's
but for
producing
what?
it.
What's he trying to do? This? He had to
He
even
said
put
that he's making this a
another
direct sequel
Avatar
to
out.
2.
Yeah,
he's not
wants to
directing this.
continue it from Judgment Day.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's 84.
It's not even about Arnold. I think it's just yeah.
But,
but
and
he
they
will
bring it back
return.
Linda Hamilton too.
That's the whole key.
She's like 60.
But
Yeah.
she's still.
And that's
she's
his
still
ex-wife,
brolic,
too.
though. She's still brolic.
I'm just saying.
I get in front of.
Let's pick up from a film that was made.
But that's the.
And they need to get Homeboy some money though. Y'all seen how Homeboy looked? That was in the dude that played John Connor in the second one.
He look horrible. A kid.
Oh, you're talking about dude from
The
Dawn of Planet
the
Apes?
kid.
Dawn
original-
of Planet
the
Apes?
kid.
The kid.
Oh,
No.
you talking Errol Furlong?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he ain't looking that good. He
listen,
ain't looking that good. He
If
ain't
you don't
look good.
bring him back, don't give me nothing. Because
He got to lose some weight. They got to put him on a weight
it
trainer.
don't even
thing.
matter.
He big.
You thought Laura
you serious?
Winslow looked bad.
I was like, look at.
You thought Laura Winslow looked
Oracle,
bad.
pull him up, Oracle.
You thought Laura Winslow looked bad.
Jesus.
Stop, man. Oh, man.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Laura Winslow's only 10% bad compared to him.
He breathing like this?
Oh yeah.
Y'all
You like he
ready?
did heroin
Yeah,
and
see.
got fat.
Are you serious? Let me see.
Yeah, so he looked like he did heroin and got
Oh,
fat.
slow. Yo,
He looked like
he looked
like
horrible. Yo,
Bro,
he looked like
bro.
Johnny Depp after he just filmed Edward Scissorhands
Nah.
and didn't take the makeup off.
Y'all remember
Like,
Slog from Goonies?
Stop.
Nah, stop
man.
it.
Without
I wouldn't
without
even say
with,
it.
without
Fuck.
the hair. I mean with the if he had the hair, if Slog had hair.
He
Let
looked
that nigga
horrible,
live,
huh?
man. Let the nigga live.
Man.
It's 20 years.
So y'all trying to see this Terminator 6?
I'm gonna see it on GP.
I'm
I'm
definitely
gonna
gonna see
keep
it.
it 100.
I ain't gonna drop
I'm
it.
not gonna act like I'm
I'm
not
gonna
gonna
wait
see
for
it.
the trailer.
There you go. But James Cameron's not directing it. He's producing.
No,
it.
he's producing it, but the thing is, if the story is gonna continue from Judgment Day, I'm definitely gonna be
I
curious.
don't even remember the story.
From number 2.
How you not remember Judgment Day?
Because
Judgment
it's
Day was
fucking
good.
25 years ago.
It's
That's
all I'm saying,
why.
though. You
Like
know-
what?
you know
Like
the
what the
problem
fuck?
Teddy you might lose
This
your
the
nerd card
problem,
here.
man.
Hey,
Somebody
man,
should put
I'll
your
take
shit
it.
to proclamation.
I'm just tired of nigga. Hey, y'all want to write a motherfucking sequel to Gone with the Wind, nigga? Let's see who wants to pick up
They
on
never-
that
I
shit.
got-
They never do
called
that, though.
Reconstruction.
They never go into those dabble in those or whatever that into those classics. They don't touch those though. They leave those right alone. That's what you got to do with Judgment Day. I think when they did Terminator 3, they threw it out the window.
Because
And
2
then
was fucking perfect, man.
Salvation was dope. Low key, Salvation was dope. That was a good reboot. But then I don't know what it was that it just didn't get anything.
They
after.
thought Game of Thrones. You thought having
No, that
Daenerys
was
save
Genesis.
those. No. That thought.
Yes,
Oh,
yeah,
oh, it's
That
Genesis.
was
I'm
Genesis.
sorry.
And
I'm sorry.
You
but
said
look,
what?
That's
I will say
that's
this, though.
Christian Bale, right?
Genesis sucked.
That's
Because
Christian
of
Bale,
that
right?
That dude that they was getting. It was
Nah,
like that whole.
The writing for Genesis was trash.
And they
Yeah.
showed everything in the goddamn trailer. Like, fuck it, I ain't gonna watch it. Thank you.
They
for
could have
that.
had it though. You know why? Because the girl,
She was cool.
She was dope.
But she was written that way. That nigga,
And I'm gonna keep it
who was
100.
that, John Connor, or whatever the fuck that nigga
John
was?
Courtney?
Then he's a virus all of a sudden.
You
and
talking about
shit.
Captain Boomerang?
That was what. See,
Yeah.
that's the problem for me with that.
He was a vibe. I don't even remember the
listen,
shit. That's
the
how.
way they brought
the internet.
Arnold into the mix. I think that was dope because
Yeah.
it felt legit.
Basically.
And especially, the whole skip 20 years and
The
you
first
he's
20
still-
30 minutes of the movie was decent.
Basically,
Yeah,
Doctor Who is Skynet. Infected John Connor, fucked everything up.
They mess up because whoever does the Terminators, they go for the one actor that's popping at the time. And the kid that played John Connor that was cybernetic or whatever.
He was in.
He was in
Die Hard.
Act of Valor.
Yeah,
all
it's
that
Captain
shit.
Boomerang from Suicide
Yeah.
Squad.
It was
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, that's
Captain
him.
Boomerang
That's
from
him.
Suicide Squad.
That's him.
That was the
That
was the-
That's John.
that's Salvation.
No, John Connor or Kyle Reese. We think. Wait a minute, we getting confused.
We're talking about two different movies. I was talking about
Genesis.
No, that's what's
The
all you
guy
talking.
That's Captain
used for-
Boomerang.
No.
No, that's not-
We
that's
talking about.
Genesis.
Wait a
He
minute.
plays John Connor. No.
No, John. Oh no, you Christian Bale's in Salvation, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, no.
Okay.
I thought we were
so look,
talking
time
about
out. Look,
Genesis. Are we
Boomerang-
not talking
Captain
about
Boomerang-
Genesis?
You are talking about Genesis.
We are.
No, I was. But look, Genesis got Captain Boomerang, and he's playing Kyle Reese. And, right? That's his name?
Yeah. You talking about the dude from Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, right?
There you go.
Okay,
He was
yeah.
hot for a hot second, so
Yeah,
they threw him
yeah.
in a few movies. And it's the same thing they did wrong with Salvation, because Salvation had that kid with
You
the
talking about Jack
accent
Courtney.
that played Avatar, the main character in Avatar.
Are you talking
Right?
about? You talking about Willinson?
Yeah, he was like,
I know.
Sam Willinson. or
Yeah,
something?
Sam something. Yeah, he
Sam
was
Worthington.
hot for that minute though.
Worthington,
He was
that's
real
what
hot.
it
He
is.
had
all
was
over
it
everything.
was
He
it
was
three?
in
Was it three
Salvation.
attack?
He was the Titan.
Was it three? It was the three of them, right? It was
Yeah,
three of them.
he
right?
was the main
Yeah.
character.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the
But that's the
sleeper
problem. I
Terminator.
think
Right, I remember
they go for the hot actor at that moment, throw him in the mix, and that's where they mess up at. You're trying to balance out what Arnold's not going to bring to the table anymore. But it's like, nah, man, you can't go out like that, man.
They ruined it with Genesis, man. As soon as they killed John Connor, I was like, well, there ain't no point in fucking Terminator no more.
That was a whack route. I thought they should have really just.
I'm like,
kept
so you'll
going with
turn
Salvation.
John Connor into a Terminator, and that's it?
That was whack.
I'm like, what the fuck is the point of
It
I'm
had
like,
its
okay.
moments in the movie though, but it was still whack though. It was.
The only thing that was dope was
I bought the
the
Steelbook,
way
though. I ain't
the
I
one
bought it because
old-
Arnold. I'm gonna keep it 100.
The old T-800 came through and wrecked the original Terminator. in the very beginning of the movie.
was
Basically,
G. That's the first
that
scene. That was
was
G.
the only G part because, like I said, when he basically
That was
Terminator
hard.
1 ended in like
The way
15
they jumped
minutes.
in. The way they jumped in.
Right,
man,
you know
that
what
was
I'm saying?
hard, man. Come on.
I was like, cool. I'm fine with that.
But then after that, I loved everything they was doing around him being there, them going into the future or whatever, and then him staying waiting. I thought that was dope. I think just the whole intertwining with what's his name? John Connor? What's it?
John Connor.
Yeah, that was whack. That killed me.
All right, next up, John Wick fan experience coming to Times
What's this?
Square.
What's going on
you
with
can
that?
You can do this John Wick. You could be John Wick in live action John Wick.
I'm with that.
Yeah, I might have to see about this.
There's a lot of niggas that's finna be injured.
You told me to get down and spray.
We didn't say do an action role, sir.
That's what I said. You know, I'm in the hospital, man. Oh, you in the hospital? What happened, man? Man, I tried to do this barrel roll at the John Wick
I
experience.
tried to jump in, dual wield, and fell on my keys.
They told me to take him out, but I forgot that my
Landed
other
on my
apartment.
key, bruised my whole thigh out, man. Fuck my shit up.
All right, next up, Lupita Nyong'o and Kristen Stewart to star in Charlie's Angels reboot.
Stop, please,
Wait, Kristen Stewart. Wait.
Why?
I just want to make sure we talking about Twilight Kristen Stewart, right?
I'd rather see
No.
her running in Colombiana
We're gonna get a
too.
pumpkin here.
And-
reboot.
oh
Fuck.
my gosh.
It's coming. Somebody's sitting there right now like, that's a great idea, too.
Now, Lupita. Now,
This is why I listen to
I'm
podcasts.
down with Lupita being in it. Kristen Stewart, nah.
What, because she has the same expression all the time?
Now if they go gutter with it though,
Like it's Kristen Stewart though, G.
she can go gutter though.
When?
How? When?
I think she was dope in Don't Judge Me,
You
but
would say Snow White and the Huntsman.
But night.
the army scene. That's it. I think that was dope. I think she was epic running through there and all that doofiness.
Man, look,
but that
she
was it.
Look, hey,
But if they went gangster and they had her look like she be wanting to look in real life, you know, that whole cut off hair and all that.
They
they
should just say fuck that and just instead of rebooting Charlie's Angels,
That was wings.
make
for
a
them to
make
do
a
that.
new Rush Hour.
Not even Rush Hour, man.
I tried to do the TV show.
Nah, with two girls, the two Rush Hours.
Why don't they
Too
just
soon?
Why don't they do what's the
Niggas at Cagney and Lacey.
I was gonna say that, yeah. But I was thinking about
Ain't that Rizzo and Isles? Ain't that the same
damn,
shit?
that's the same thing.
I don't know.
And I was thinking about
that.
what's the one with the Laverne and Shirley.
that'd be dope.
What, like Thelma and Louise? Niggas just name it all.
Hey, yo, you stupid.
I mean, shit, Laverne and Shirley.
throwing
I'm
it
not
out
surprised
there.
they ain't came back. I used to fuck with Laverne and Shirley as a kid too, for the record.
Oh, I did too. I had no choice.
All right, Men in Black spinoff supposed to be coming in 2019.
Oh, come on. They bored. Listen,
They
y'all
reaching
listen.
for everything, dog.
They
Like,
reaching
just
for
something.
everything.
Like, let's
Because
just,
you know what they're doing? They're going into the history books and they seeing what popped off in this time and moment. What films made an impact? And they don't
But
care if the movie's
you know
whack.
what the strange
It's what
thing
they
is,
crushed
though?
it.
Like, what made, like, why are we in the season of reboots?
We've been in the season reboot forever.
No, I know, but
Because-
I'm saying, like, what, like, so, for example,
Motherfuckers ain't creative no more. That's why.
is it really that they're not creative, or is it the fact that, like, the way the society has
It's
changed?
money.
No, you know what? That's what it is.
It's money. It's
Nostal-
not about being
nostal-
creative. They don't want you to
nostalgia.
be creative.
Look,
They just
nostalgia.
want you to get what makes that money.
You can bank. Look, it's so much money in fucking nostalgia.
Yeah, it is. It is.
So, dude, nostalgia is one of human mind's greatest weaknesses. Period. It's so easy.
I know,
It's so
and
fucking
Why do you
easy.
think Will and Grace came back?
Real shit.
But here's the thing. I don't even think that that's a problem. Like, you can do nostalgic films. Like, some people want to see stuff come back. But, like, when you're doing, like, 6 and 7 reboots of the same shit that has been rebooted,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, Spider-Man's been rebooted, like, what, 5
Yeah.
times
Yeah.
already. Just within this 10-year period.
But what's Spider-Man to the studio?
So, I mean, yeah, it's a
It's a
cash
money
cow. I mean,
machine.
people are going to
It's
see
all
it.
it is.
And I'm just
It's-
saying, so, but I understand that. But now we're like, so we're doing, I mean, I'm sure he's about to announce that the Coming to America reboot or Coming to America sequel.
And I don't have that many problems with it. But, you can,
But it's not even as problematic. I'm just like, so what I'm trying to figure out is like, so we're rebooting these movies that were impactful, but what is it that made them impactful in the first place?
Yeah.
Like, is it because,
their originality.
well, not even necessarily just the originality, but because back then it wasn't a 6-second rule on entertainment? You know what I mean? Like you said,
grab your attention in 6 seconds.
right? Yeah, I mean, like basically, like, you know, we we literally waited for movies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A whole year. You know, we actually went out and
Couple
purchased
years.
it because we didn't know if it was going to come out. Just like we always talk about with music. Like and now like we have to argue with motherfuckers now about what's a classic because niggas is calling shit a classic within 48 hours.
I can't with that one.
You know what I'm saying? And we ain't had a chance to sit with it for a week to try to analyze and decide how we feel about it.
Yeah.
True.
So now I'm thinking about the movie like Men in Black. I was like, why was Men in Black hot? Like, is it because of Will? Is it just because
It was the dynamic of him and Tommy Lee Jones playing off each other, I think.
And I don't think anybody had touched, that realm. Like, it's just friendly aliens, and it was just kind of like its own kind of world.
Yeah.
And then nigga dropped a fucking video and soundtrack with it, like, and niggas was cats was like in college fucking with this.
Yeah. Then they dropped the animation. And
Right.
Yeah.
And but you think about that now, that would never happen.
And nothing could sit that long enough to get all that love.
It's real.
Couldn't sit long
I
enough.
mean, it probably could. Well, you know what? They
No.
can't. Like now, like I'm thinking about, like, I wonder if the next jump off, if they're actually able to pull. So let's say the movie studios figure out a way to make these animations oracles live action films dope.
Okay.
And just imagine what that would look like at that point. So imagine Transformers visuals with
Thundercats plot.
a Thundercat or like Daredevil plot, like something that's dark, that's a little,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying, and has ability to really pull this off. Because right now, nigga, like, it's funny because we talk about nostalgia, and the millennials are now also in the nostalgic mode. You know what I mean? Like, niggas are, like, I've seen, like, meetups on Facebook to go run through the, Forest Park, do the Naruto run.
Yeah. Or scream like Goku and no.
Right, at Forest Park.
Right.
It's a meetup to scream like Goku
I just want to see the pictures
for
of that.
20 minutes.
Niggas basically acting like they going Super Saiyan.
It is a
This
bunch of
shit
niggas.
Yeah.
Is that right?
You're about to bless a blood vessel out there.
right, screaming.
Right.
Yeah, and these
Hey,
motherfuckers
please email us a video,
They are
man.
meeting
Who
up
did
to
it?
do this. This is what I'm saying. Like,
So
I've seen
this
them.
shit pops?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, it's groups of motherfuckers that's running through, parks, like with the hands back, like the little Naruto run,
Yeah.
running around motherfuckers with kids and shit.
Smacking the shit out of little kids. They flailing their arms and shit like, oh, I'm sorry, baby. I'm just
Oh,
But
man.
it's nostalgia. That's crazy.
like I said, one of the human mind greatest weaknesses. I'm just saying.
So, Kenya Barris is writing the new Coming to America 2. I mean, he's good with Blackish, man. So, and they should have did this sequel. Eddie, they don't know if Eddie's going to be involved or not yet. Eddie's going to be involved because he wrote the shit.
That's some big shoes to fill.
Oh, he wrote the continuation?
He wrote the original Coming to America.
No, I'm talking about this one. This
No,
one.
no. Kenya Barris from.
Oh, she wrote it. Oh.
No, it's he.
Oh, he.
He
Oh.
from Blackish. That writes Blackish.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't think they should really touch it necessarily,
shouldn't.
unless
It don't feel right.
Now, if you gonna bring out an all-star cast with it, that's the only way I think you could do this.
Just
Why
something
not?
new.
Or why don't you just call it something else?
Yeah, why just go new?
So people assume that it's a sequel. So, like, call it Hakeem the Dream or some shit like that.
But it's supposed to be Coming to America too. They're not rebooting it.
It's continuing
It's
from
continuing
30 years ago.
from-
But that's what I'm saying. But when it has that attachment, it's a little weird. You know what I mean? Like, almost
There's a
preferably-
standard we're going to look for.
Right, exactly. Instead of it being like
Oh,
a
you
spinoff.
saying? But I mean, it's still gonna have the same thing associated with it. It ain't gonna matter.
I don't
But I
know.
love
I don't know if
Blackish,
it
though,
would.
so if he wrote that, I'm
I don't know
pretty
if
sure.
it would. Like, I'm thinking like a
Because
spinoff.
Eddie's got to come. You almost need to go kick it with Eddie for like 2 or 3 weeks, unless there's to get this together and hammer this bitch out. Because I want you to do some characters. I want all that
Eddie's
shit.
on another
Arsenio
level,
gotta-
though, you know
I know,
that,
but I
bro.
mean, but Eddie would do. If Eddie gave them the rights to do this, he can do it.
But what if Eddie's not even in that place no more, though?
He gave them. He
I
wrote
don't
the
think he's been
original.
in that
That
place.
they did,
Nah,
but that was
he ain't
fucking
in that
30
place.
years ago.
The last movie he did, he was like some I don't know. He just had a hat on the whole time or something, man. He was
So Mr. Church.
Mr. Church, man.
You
I
talking
didn't even
about
get to see
Magic
it, but I was
Negro?
just like, I don't know what's going on, man.
2010 Beggar Vance, nigga?
Snap, man.
I'm all right
In
with that.
2000, no, that was
Eddie, come back,
No,
man.
that was like last year.
that was last year. So that was last year.
that was last year.
Beggar Vance, man.
And he's always gonna be an epic dude, man. It just
I think it's
we
changed.
we're not gonna get the Coming to America Eddie, the Golden Child Eddie. We're not gonna get the Raw. We're not gonna get.
But here's the thing, though. I think people just have an expectation of shit, like, and don't realize, like, I think, and this is just my thoughts. People, it's just like the party time, like being a promoter. You come in the game with a group your age, like people that really fuck with you and do the stuff that you do, right? Your peers. And as you age, they age with you. So the shit that used to be hot with y'all, it changes. Because the younger group comes in, so it's not really the same. So, like, for example, we talk about Def Jam 25. That shit's funny to us because it's nostalgia. Yeah. But, like...
They won't get some of the jokes because some of them are, you have to be in that
right,
time.
it's
my
dated,
son would have never even been
but
like,
even the physical comedy doesn't go over the same as it may now. You know what I'm saying? Or vice versa.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So, like, to ask Eddie to write something that's going to be, you know, comical...
Right.
To the masses like it was because
Well, no. I'm not saying necessarily he needs to write it. I'm saying that he needs to get some input. Like, what characters do you want to do? For I can flip this. We're gonna bring back the Jewish dude. We're gonna bring back Sexual Chocolate. Where he DJing now or something? Or like, no, I'm just saying no. Like,
you want to keep that authentic feel. You don't want it to be a just complete. You know, like
you gotta do all-star cast. You gotta put Kevin Hart in there. I mean, I know people maybe overcompensate with like Kevin Hart. You put Dave Chappelle in there. You gotta put.
But I don't know.
You get.
I feel like that's a barbershop setup, G.
What do you mean a barbershop?
There's a way they can do it.
Like it's a setup like barbershop. Like it's not gonna have that same.
Barbershop 3 was good.
Barbershop 3.
Barbershop 3 might be the best one.
Yeah, I heard.
I haven't seen it.
Barbershop 3 might be the best one. No bullshit.
Yeah, I heard it was.
Malcolm Lee directed it.
Okay.
Best Man, you know.
Right.
Is it safe to say maybe just let it go? Let it be?
Yeah, I mean, I do say in general, let it be.
Well,
but I'm interested to see.
Well, like what he comes. Well, that's what I was saying. Like, but if you make it a spinoff, then it necessarily like
a spinoff. Then you don't have that tie.
Right, exactly.
My one issue is with all these kind of articles in general is, yo, just don't let me know that y'all fucking even doing this shit till y'all fucking go into production.
Don't even let
Why
me.
is it even a rumor
Don't even
out
let
there?
me know
I think
this
the buzz.
shit.
I mean, it's a part of the PR. I get it.
Don't even let me know this shit
It's how you get a
until
certain
the
buzz.
trailer drop, nigga.
No, I mean,
Nah,
now you
but
can
see,
let me
that's
know.
the problem.
But no,
You
people
gotta
will know.
get-
People will find out and see people in
put-
Queens walking
Yeah.
around like, what? Hold on.
You put the
What is
concept
Arsenio
out.
Hall and Eddie Murphy
Yeah,
walking
look,
around in Queens
no,
for?
seriously.
That's
Oh,
fine,
that's
but
right.
you let them do it. That's grassroots.
But look, you put the idea out. That's
Oh,
gonna get
you
buzz.
think that's what he's doing though? Just to see how many people want to fuck
See if
with
it's
it.
gonna
That's
get
a
some
lot
buzz.
what DC does low key too.
Yeah.
Because that's how you figure out a lot of DC just cut ties to the whole concept of the continuity, right?
Right.
But that's off the buzz off of what everybody was saying from, oh my God, they're gonna do that. No, you know, so it was a lot of you get the feedback that you might not want to hear, but you need to hear to give
Before
you
you
the
get
intel
before
to
you get into
make
production
the
and spending
decision.
money.
Oh yeah. Because you could do, look.
That's a good point.
Superman, whatever that was with Nicolas Cage was about to come out. Dudes was in suits, hanging on wires.
Yeah, they was making them up.
But there was no social media back then, and there was no internet on that
or
level.
nobody to be like, no,
to give
this ain't
you
a good look.
idea, like, yo, that's not going to be a good look. Don't do it. So it's one of those,
That's a good
they
point.
have to do it, especially now, because it's too many different outlets for entertainment. Whether you're watching it in the theater or you're watching it on Netflix at home or you're watching it, you know, on your computer. There's too many ways. So it's not a focal point anymore, the movie theater being the iconic spot for everybody to go to and spend their money. Nah, it's so diluted now, it's not even funny. You know what I mean?
True.
So they have to do it to figure it out. So if that's the case, look, I'm telling you, I don't do it. Leave the classic alone. If you can't get the original, don't
even do it.
It's not worth it, man.
All right, next up, Avatar coming out with 4 sequels with a budget over $1 billion.
2010.
Stop that.
I know.
Stop
A
that.
What's
budget
the
over $1
point, huh?
Stop that.
And he just
Don't transform yourselves, yo.
Yeah, and no, he just killed his credibility too when he said that about Wonder Woman movie.
What did he say?
when he said it was they
James
objectifying,
Cameron.
you know, the
he said
Wonder
like
Woman.
you know like y'all objectified her, y'all to make her a strong character.
Yeah, he was whack for that one.
She
When-
wasn't strong. Wait, did I miss
Yeah, it
something?
was a
I
little
know, that's
OD.
what-
It was a little OD. Yet Cameron was that
Hating.
era that watched Wonder Woman on TV. So I don't know.
I mean, do we really need another Avatar though?
I think it's over
I
for
thought
that.
they
That
were
runs
having a
just
sequel
out
or
the
something
window.
No, I said no. They supposed to. It's supposed to be 4 of them now.
So look, 09 was the last one, right? Took
Was
it,
it
what,
09?
3 years to make that? Yeah.
Was that 09 or was it
09?
08?
09.
09. Okay.
3 years to make that. At this point, you're about to hit a decade. Why do 4? I wouldn't even
They
do
said
it.
they're gonna shoot them all at one time
Ah,
to
that's
keep
why.
the budget tight.
That's why.
But it's $1 billion budget though.
They've been
Over
talking
$1
about
billion.
that for years, though.
$1 billion for each movie or $1 billion on 4 movies?
I don't think it's
All,
worth it.
all 4.
And I ain't in the mood to see all that again, man. The
Well,
tree,
250 mil per movie ain't bad.
No, it's not.
Nah.
I don't know if Cameron's that dude right now, though, man.
Oh, Cameron forever be that dude.
Yeah.
Come on, come on.
Right now, though. What he
Alien,
do last?
Alien, Terminator.
What he do last?
He did this documentary about him actually going down.
No,
down
last
to
thing he
the
did was
Marianas.
Avatar.
Oh, yeah, Avatar.
Avatar was the last thing he did.
Yeah,
though.
as far as director, yeah. Then he did that documentary.
Cameron was like top chef in the time with Spielberg. Everybody like they was. It's a different time now, man.
Well, you gotta also remember, Cameron also, he actually invented his own way of doing shit. Like, he invented new techniques and new even hardware and shit for that to use in his shit that no one else was using.
Yeah.
So you gotta remember, so Cameron Dell had that. He got that kind of creativity where he literally creates his own shit that no one else will ever use.
I mean, I love Avatar. Don't get me wrong. I thought that was dope.
Oh no, it's the
You know,
highest grossing movie, period.
Yeah.
So and I'm talking about worldwide. Like, there's no
Before-
movie fucking with Avatar.
Look, before film,
Mm-hmm.
that's a little gap, man. That's by the time we get that, that's 10 years from the original.
But you know what? I'll say this though: whatever James Cameron gonna put out, it's gonna make money. Because guys, think about this: the last high grossing movie before that was what? Titanic. And who directed that? Cameron.
Yeah.
And then before that, what was the other high grossing movie before that? Judgment Day. Who directed that? Cameron. And so
Oh, so you saying he could do 10-year gaps
Fuck yeah.
and crush it?
hell, it's James fucking Cameron. Hell yeah. That's what's like. Don't
4 avatars after this? For this one?
look.
4?
I mean, it's
So you're making
it's-
a book. You
I'm
doing
saying
Harry Potter.
it's a shot.
So you're doing Harry Potter because that's beyond Lord of the Rings.
I mean, you can, but like I'm saying, I think it's kind of overextending it with Avatar.
I think so.
But
Unless they take it to a
I
different
say he'll
universe.
make his money. He'll make double back. He'll easily make back double. I mean, I say that much over 4
All right,
movies
you know what? I mean, I respect him though. So
because it is like I said, it's James fucking Cameron, so he can make double back on everything he do. So it ain't gonna be no problem.
yeah.
All right. Next up.
And not for nothing, he has Zoe Saldana, Avatar out there
Yeah.
butt naked running around that movie too. Let's keep it 100. He talking about Wonder Woman. I can't. No. Sorry, man.
James, give us anime news for us.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and reach back in the archives of some of my watched back when I was a teenager, man.
Oh, snap.
Like I want to say, was it 03, 04?
Yo.
So yeah, I was in high school. I don't know if y'all hip one. It's called Gungrave.
You know what? I read something on that not too long ago.
Ill. Basically, it's about this assassin, right? He basically got trained, to be like a straight cold ass assassin, work for this crime syndicate and shit like that. Best friend ends up betraying him and killing him on a mission. Just up and kills him, right? When he decides to do some moment of hesitation, he legit dies. Comes back to the scientist, basically gets reanimated, right? Mm-hmm. He basically comes back as John Wick for the most part.
Yo,
No bullshit.
Oh,
And then-
yeah, I saw the trailer for it.
And then he kind of takes this concept from like the original Django. You know how the original Django like carried around like a coffin full of shit, full of like guns and shit like that. Same kind of concept. So he kind of like mixed like Desperado, the original Django, and John Wick, but make the guy like reanimate, came back from the dead. Like John Wick came back from the dead and just start fucking niggas up. So yeah, man, they actually had a video game off of it too, man. For like PS2, that motherfucker was low key dope too. It's called Gungrave. So yeah, he carried around. But yeah, he called by the name of Beyond the Grave. Hey,
Yo, that sounds crazy.
yo, that motherfucker ill though. he be fucking niggas up, man. So but yeah, it's Gungrave, man. If you can find it, like You can find it on like a Crunchyroll or watch cartoon online or Funimation or just if you just randomly Google some shit, even Fire Stick the motherfucker if you can't find it nowhere else. Just being honest, check it out, man. Gungrave is some dope shit, man. So, like I said, just think Undead John Wick. And then put and give him like some shit like Desperado where he was carrying like a guitar case, replace that with a coffin. So I say fuck with it. That's my news.
All right, Teddy, conspiracy theory. You sent them, but go ahead and expound upon it.
Well, there's a couple. Well, even before we go there, there's another animation that just dropped on.
You got one yourself?
Yeah, Netflix called Big Mouth.
Yeah, I need to check that out some more, man.
It's a little crazy, dog. It's got Nick Kroll, Jordan Peele. There's a couple comedians, but it's basically like kids like writing like with like 6th grade and starting to get like hormones and trying to understand like girls and shit.
Just going through puberty and whatnot.
Yeah, so one of them like has this thing that kind of follows around that looks like what the thing from Where the Wild Things Are called the Hormone Monster. So he'll be in the middle of class and all of a sudden he'll make his Johnson rise just out of nowhere. So he'll be like, you know what you got to do. He was like, what do I got to do? He was like, you know what you got to do. So he'll have to go to the bathroom to clean the pipes. The whole thing's fucking ridiculous. The whole thing is fucking ridiculous.
Oh my God.
But it's funny as fuck. I don't even know who. I think Jordan Peele actually plays the hormone monster on there.
Hell no.
So it's called Big Mouth. It's on Netflix. It seems like it's kind of funny. Conspiracy news. Well, like, first off, so prayers, wishes, all that to victims of Las Vegas, man. It's crazy that we are living in these times. Like, it's like I don't know if anybody would have imagined that we would be here talking about this.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So it's just a lot of it's who, what, when, and why is all over the place. Yeah. People don't trust the news outlets, so
understandable.
Right, it's understandable. So I know that we brought up one. So I guess when it first happened, Twitter blew up and started just naming motherfuckers as the shooter.
Oh, snap.
So it was some right-wing people that said, it says there was about a dozen accounts have been circulating a photo of comedian Sam Hyde as the shooter. They said they were sharing photos of Hyde after a mass shooting as a meme for the right troll, like people on the far right. Then there was another details of the fake victim named Taylor Joshua saying that her daughter had been kidnapped during the whole shooting fiasco. There's another one that had like a German soccer player saying that this dude was ISIS and he was a Muslim. Like, so it was a whole, like, it's really weird that people are trolling a massacre. You know what I mean?
There's no heart out there no more.
Dude, it's crazy. It's crazy. So, the conspiracy is right now that, it's a false flag. I don't know if it's necessarily the government, but they were saying, like, there's a couple things that don't really add up. So, one of them was dozens of concert goers reported the presence of multiple shooters. They said that there was a woman who warned concert goers that they were all going to die within 45 minutes. Wow. They said she was running through the crowd telling people they're going to die. And she actually got put out. This is from a couple of different people.
Wow.
Damn.
They said if you listen to the video, it sounds like a full automatic weapon. And full automatic weapons are, really hard to come by.
Yo, it sounds like G.I. Joe. I'm going to keep it 100.
Right,
it sound like G.I. Joe.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Yo, when I heard it, I kept saying, yo, that sounds just like the G.I. Joe bullets.
So I was like, oh, that's military grade. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, that's great.
They cost like $25,000.
But the thing is crazy is that I was telling my wife about it. I think most of the people die from getting trampled on. When like
Nah,
in
it
a
was
situation,
getting-
yeah.
no. But you got to
I
think
know
there's
what you're
so
saying,
many.
though.
I'm talking with all the
Yeah,
injuries.
yeah,
Most
yeah,
of the
the
people are like
initial
falling,
run, oh, it
and
goes
then
down.
like when people just stomping on somebody's head
yeah,
trying to
yeah,
run
yeah,
away.
yeah.
I'm not saying all of them, but I was like some of them didn't get hit by bullets. Some of them got trampled to death probably.
They were saying that
You
there's
talking about thousands of people like that, and people just dumping, and people just running, and pushing people
yeah,
out
it's
the
like
way.
500 people. It's like
That's what I'm saying.
numerous reports from witnesses say that nearly all the exits were blocked.
Look, a rap concert is a safe place to go now, ain't it?
Too soon.
Yeah, I know. That was too.
Hey,
Way too
I
soon.
know, man.
And they were
Way
saying
too
that
soon.
why did the shooter
That was
have as
bad.
many as 10 firearms in this room? So there's a lot of people saying like it's false flag because,
this nigga's set up.
well, it was a report like that he shot himself. Like, so they were saying they
I heard
came.
they shot him. The cops shot him. But yeah.
Well, they were saying their gun went off when they went in there.
Oh,
So everybody was like, okay, so your gun went off in there, but he had already shot himself. So you bust in and was frightened.
blazing.
Right. Even though he had already been dead. Like, I don't know. That's a little weird to me.
It's sad. I'll
But
tell you
I'm
one
not-
thing. It's horrible when you look at it, especially waking up this morning to it, man. So definitely, man, send them prayers out for the families. and
Yeah,
the
man,
victims,
that's-
man. And that's too much, man. I mean, people got to deal with that after effect, man. You know what I mean? Like mentally, that's no joke. That's
Yeah.
I mean, it's true, though.
Yeah, I'm keeping 100. We used to go to 125th, man, on a Wednesday, or was this Wednesday? It's years ago. This was in the 90s, man. They had this Grant's Tomb thing, and it used to be popping. So you go to the park on the west side first, and you come back down. You end up in right on 125th. So you post your car up, and you got everybody chilling, and it be that one person pop off a gun purposely. So that one whole side of 125th, you start. Now, imagine Mayday parade on one strip, and everybody's at a standstill chilling. Cars left and right. I mean, I promise you, but you pop that gun off on one end of the block, and it's a stampede coming through one street. So you ever been to New York in Harlem? Yeah, 125th ain't that wide. Especially you got cars parked on both sides and cars throughout the traffic in the middle, in the lanes. Crazy. Cats running over cars. But it was that serious, man. People do stuff like that, man. And that was just for the fun of it on the low-low. I think dudes was just doing that to get everybody to run. It was just a weekly occurrence now all of a sudden. But
Nah, these niggas is dumping, dog.
this
Yeah, I
dead
mean-
serious. That right there was crazy. I seen a couple of pictures. I said, oh, man. that's
I
too
didn't even
much.
watch the videos, man.
Yeah, man.
Only video I watched the country dude.
When he ran off.
Yo, he
was
put
out.
he heard that dumping, like the camera went down. He threw his guitar around his back.
He was gone,
and got up off that stage. I mean,
He
he
looked
threw
like
it around
Last
his.
of the Mohegans.
Yeah,
Keep
yeah,
it
yeah,
100.
he did. Like
Yo,
he had
he
like his
look
little
like Last
archery
of
thing,
Mohegans,
though.
yo.
Threw his little bow and arrow around
Yeah,
his
that kid
back.
was gone.
It's gone.
Too soon.
No, I'm
It's
just
real,
saying,
though.
though.
That's how
Yeah,
he ran off. I
that
was
was
shocked. I
man.
was like, yo.
My thing is like, damn.
Man, it's crazy.
It's just
know,
so
man.
funny because everybody's trying to pin this man to like the other side. Oh, he hated
It was Antifa or whatever the fuck that is now.
Antifa, and
Yeah.
he hated Trump supporters, even though he
Listen.
loved country music. And I
He
don't
was
know.
a terrorist no matter how you put it.
Oh,
They
yeah.
still ain't even classified that shit.
Nah, they won't.
They not going to play
They
They
that.
always
kid
like-
that did the movie theater shooting, man. They ain't classified that, man.
As one of my frat brothers brought up a good point though. He was like, they always try to say this is the biggest massacre.
No, it just keeps getting worse. Shit.
Well, no,
this is pretty bad though.
Well,
This
they're
ain't
saying
like,
this is the deadliest mass terror shooting in U.S. history, even though East St. Louis had 200 to
Oh,
700 deaths. Arkansas had 854 deaths. Tulsa Massacre had 300 to 3,000 deaths. And Rosewood had 150 deaths.
But they saying mass shooting.
I think it's my shooter,
though.
like one cat.
Shooter.
I think it's one. I think they
They
mean when they
said
say
mass terrorist shooting.
Yeah, but then how did most of the on the list,
I mean,
those are
Rosewood-
riots though. Those not mass shootings. Those are riots. There's a
yeah,
difference.
like this is just straight up shooting. I think the difference
Riots
with-
is over hours of just fucking
Yeah,
with people
yeah.
and doing stuff.
That's.
It's a difference in
I
terminology.
was thinking
though.
it was like, but it's a terrorist attack.
It's a
Like,
terrorist attack.
Yeah, but I said,
absolutely.
but I think they're saying you can say a terrorist riot.
They're saying terrorist. Period. Call it. What they're saying is they're not calling any of that shit terrorist attack.
Oh yeah, well, you
Hey,
should
but
expect
this
that
is
shit.
right. Just like this isn't a terrorist attack
Yeah.
because of who did it.
I mean, I don't even know. I'm supposed to be going to Vegas in this month. I'm glad it happened earlier. That too early.
You supposed to go this month?
Yeah, I'm going into this month for work.
I mean, you can't walk in fear. That's for one thing. And at the end of the day,
I mean, but
lightning can't strike twice in the same place.
Well, that's just kind of weird. Yeah, exactly.
I can't, man.
I'm trying to get some levity and let people laugh a little bit.
But that's real though. Everybody was like, "Oh, this dude went and shot up Vegas." Everybody's like, "Well, I'm not gonna go back down there." Like that's they was like, you know what? Like ICE is like, "Let's go back there." That we did a really good job.
The same one. We need to move it around. We move it around.
Hey, yo, too. Let's just if you can donate, help. I mean, Puerto Rico's still in shambles.
Yeah,
too, man.
yeah, man.
Real shit,
And
man.
it's so sad to see these guys ain't power, nothing. And so it's like, yo. So definitely, man.
They said it's worse conditions maybe than Katrina was.
Yo, let me tell you something, man. You know, with everything that's popping off, but yo, consider this, man. Puerto Rico to be part of the United States and to have to go that route the way
Puerto
they.
Rico can't even vote. Like,
Yeah, you can't vote.
They can't
but
vote.
it's
They
like,
can't vote. They can
your
vote.
territory for what? What's
they
the
can vote.
purpose?
They can vote.
They can vote.
No, I
Yeah.
heard they couldn't vote.
no, they can't vote for the.
No, they can't vote.
They can't vote for the
election.
president.
They get a congressman though. They get one congressman.
Yeah, that's cool.
You
but
don't get
can't
to vote for the
president.
president.
You can't put your vote in on the president because you
Because
already
it's not
know.
one and one. It's not 150.
You said what?
It's not one of the 50 states.
No,
They're
Even
trying
though it
to
should
lobby.
be.
They're trying to lobby
It's
to
U.S.
get.
territory, but
Right.
you can't vote.
but that was only because the interest in the land, the bombings, and all
Yeah.
that.
And that's some
But
bull.
it's just sad because it shows you, and I kept telling dudes, and I don't want to go this route with this conversation, but I kept saying to people that wall is not to represent what Mexico brings across. It's to represent what everybody brings across. So, like, no matter where you from, if you ain't a certain complexion, that wall's for you. The
Real
concept of it, the reality of it,
real shit. And,
you know, and it's sad, man.
and
It's sad.
motherfuckers.
Oh, they
forget-
can vote. They can
Right.
vote. They can't vote for. They don't have a Congress, but they can't vote for in presidential primaries.
Right.
So, but the thing that was fucked up is then you got motherfuckers that straight forget that Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, motherfucker, it's been around as long as Hawaii's been around. Be
Yeah,
honest
yeah,
with you,
man.
like, got quiet at the
Listen.
same fucking time.
I'm gonna keep it 100,
So-
man. No matter what, man. I think Trump is just truly. He's definitely just. He has a divide in his mind, and he doesn't care about it. And that's really what it is. For him, it's just whatever. For y'all,
Tony
Well,
gonna get blown the fuck up.
all y'all can do for me, is,
Y'all assed out basically.
yeah. And that's sad. Cause let me tell you something. Houston, Florida, going through what they went through, the help you can't stop the help because they in the state. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everybody driving down there. 9/11, everybody drove across. Firemen, whoever, to help contribute in some way and form. That's within the states. But just because Puerto Rico's outside of the states and it's in the Caribbean, you don't do that, man. You make that happen, man. Whatever you have to do. You know what I mean? But it's just sad, though. It's sad. But then, hey, what can we do? We got to change the game.
Yeah.
I'm running for something in 220-something. I don't know when, though.
You don't know what you're running.
I don't know.
Shout out to my best friend. He's running for state rep in Illinois. Shout out to Curtis Tarver. He's running for state rep up there in Chicago area. So, last up, Sleeve It or Leave It, our trailers. We only got 3 this week. First up, we have Ghost Wars, new TV show with Vincent D'Onofrio coming on Sci-Fi Network.
Ghost War. I just peeped that
What
a
you
little bit.
Leave. It's on sci-fi, man.
Hey, you stupid. It don't look that bad, though. No,
It's-
okay,
it's
yeah.
a- it's-
And
it's-
Meatloaf is the second sub star.
Yeah, I
too.
know.
Yo, I watched something on Netflix real quick. It was pretty intense. It's good, though. Charlie's Game.
Gerald's game?
Gerald's Game.
Gerald's
There
Game.
it
I
is.
still haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, it's pretty good, man.
That's the
It's
one with the
Stephen
girl
King.
that get locked
that's Stephen
up.
King
The
joint,
work,
man.
your work, just the worst thing
She was
that can
she got
happen.
tied up. Remember we talked about that. We talked about that.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, it's not bad at all, man. I was like, yo, this is crazy.
Nigga had a heart attack.
All right. Next up, Father Figures. This one is starring Owen Wilson,
That shit been
Glenn
coming out
Close,
for hellas, dog.
and
Yeah.
J.K. Simmons.
I fuck with it. I'll give it a high. I'll give it a high order.
I'm gonna give it a one.
I'll give it a
What about you,
chance.
Jules?
Yeah, cool.
All right. Last up, we have Double Play. This movie is actually from Ernest Dickerson, set in Caraco, starring my homeboy from The Walking Dead, the black dude from Walking Dead, and a couple other people. And it's basically about 4 guys playing dominoes, and they going through like but they all came back together after a few years, and this all the drama they still in stuff they didn't have resolved amongst each other.
I'll give it a high work. I checked it out. I'll go ahead and give it a high
Yeah,
work.
I like Ernest Dickerson as director, man. He's probably one of the most slept on cinematographer in Hollywood. He's directed a lot of The Walking Deads. He directed Juice.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's directed like maybe like 7-8 episodes. He directed Juice. He did most of Spike Lee's early first 10 movies. He did all of them, cinematography on them. So yeah, I'm gonna sleeve this one, man. I'm feeling it. Teddy.
I'm gonna go with an or. I didn't get a chance to watch the trailer. That was I forgot to pull that one up. But I'll give it an or. I'll give it a shot.
I'll sleeve it.
All right, everybody, make sure. Hold on. Shout out to Tank Bender, man. He had in our Facebook group. If you want to go to our Facebook, Marvel versus DC. If you want to join our group.
Hey, yo, I'm an editor on there.
Shout out to my homie Tank.
I'm not part of that group, man.
You in the group?
I'm in the group. I don't feel like I'm a part of it though.
Because you're a DC fan, man.
Nah, I got nothing to do with it, man. Is it because I'm Latino? I just want to know the truth.
No, it's about
I'm just playing.
What's that, Negro?
Mi gente, dímelo, mi gente. All my Latinos out there, I already know. Yo.
So shout out to everybody listening. Email us not straight. Damn.
Can we give
LandoCalPod@gmail.com.
Give Suburb a shout out.
LandoCalPod on Twitter. Lando Cal Reason Experience on Facebook. And if you want to join our Facebook group, Marvel vs. DC, we in there talking about all kind of comic book stuff every day. So
Get these merch popping.
We need to start going live. Let's start going live. Let's start.
You the cameraman,
Let's
dog.
do it, man. Let's do it,
Cameraman,
man.
brother.
Let's get the people what they want.
All
Hey.
right. So we'll see y'all next week.
I ain't
Peace.
scared of you, It's all right. Go ahead, my phone.
Holla, child. Peace.